of this message. A lot of YouTubers are in trouble. Joe McCann is in trouble. Big trouble. And we're trying to piece together all this information, and it seems as if though a lot of lies have been spread. A lot of people are deceiving you folks. If you guys can hear me well, put a 1 in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. This update in this episode, I want to keep it real with you folks, because a lot of these YouTubers are in big trouble. A lot of them. They're all working together, and a lot of them are African. When you really start to put this together, a lot of these YouTubers that appear to be as if though they're covering this case, they're not covering the case. They're just getting paid. None of them really care about Ashlee Jenae. None of them. So I want to have this conversation because I'm pretty much the only YouTuber that is actually honest. And I believe this is episode 14. My track record in my investigative news reporting news reporting of this particular topic has been challenging, because what I'm trying to say is, when people are after money, it's difficult for them to say and speak the truth because they have to lie. This woman is a liar. To all my American black women, don't support this woman. She don't care about you. She don't care about Ashlee. You have some other woman on YouTube named Sheba some nonsense. They don't care about Ashlee. Sloan, the median psychic, she don't care about Ashlee. Some other one, messy, whatever the hell their name is, they're messy. They don't care about Ashlee. These people are gossipers, grifters. They're using Ashlee as a cash cow, milking her dry while lying to the viewers. Now I'm going to show you guys that this woman is a fraud, and everybody she mentions in her video is a fraud. My work speaks for itself. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the platform. Because over here on Ringo TV Reactions, we provide the best commentary in regards to this case. I'm going to play this tape. I'm going to break down all the lies that have put out. See, ladies and gentlemen, I need for you viewers to be smart. Be smart. Ashlee was murdered, and a lot of these YouTubers are only into making money. They're not concerned with justice for Ashlee. Money. That's what they're after. They don't give a fuck about Ashlee. If another black woman die, they'll be there to be lying again. Most of the people that are milking this story are African. This woman said some diabolical shit in this video. A legend, fuck saying a legend. This woman suggested that you folks need to give Ashlee's mother and father $50,000 so she can use the money to bribe the people in Africa to get information. Once I heard that from her mouth, she got to go. Bribing people? Nah. Your hard-earned money should never be given to somebody to use to bribe someone. I'm going to play the tapes because a lot of y'all follow this Fumi character. And I already told you that this woman is a fraud. She don't care about American black woman. She's African, fam. She's not your people. And she don't care about Ashlee. Do you understand me? Stop being emotional and open your eyes and see the truth for what it is. When you come to this platform, I'm no holds barred, 100% truth, raw, uncut, unfiltered. I don't got no time to sugarcoat. I am tired of all of these liars who make videos. They don't give you no information. They make up a bunch of stories. Nothing is verified, just a bunch of lies. And they're in big trouble. Yesterday's live stream, you had that Sheba character on YouTube, a damn fraud, claiming that she have a source in Africa who told her that Joe and Ashlee never left the room, that they were never moved. Those are my words. I told you folks 1,000 times. When you pull up on all these other people's platform, if you know the truth, don't sit there letting people be uplifted as if though they said something when they got it from your man Ringo TV. Because I already told you guys this, and I ain't hearing nothing from nobody in Africa. I'm just intelligent. That Sheba character stole my intellectual property, spin this thing as if though she got to connect in Africa. Did she call the FBI to tell them that? No. Did she contact Ashlee's mother and father and said, hey, I got a source in Africa that told me otherwise. You should use this to bring to the media? No. You know why? Because it's a damn lie. And if it's the truth, that's a felony. By the pure fact that Sheba is holding on to a so-called source in Africa that no information that is connected to the murder of Ashlee Jenae, and for her to be protecting that source, that's her pretty much aiding and pretty much protecting possible killers that took this woman out. She could get in some major hot water for that. Because if she knows information and she's not bringing that to the light, and she's using it for personal gain as a content creator to make money, and she sold out Ashlee for a few dollars. See, there's a lot of Judases out here that will sell you out for 5 shekels. In these YouTube streets, I don't fuck with none of these people over here because they greedy for money. It's all they care about. They wait for people to die just so they can monetize and milk the system. Nothing wrong with making money, but these people are cold-blooded. They don't care about the story. They don't care about justice for Ashlee. They don't. For them, it's, ooh, time to make money. Ooh, I'm going to go viral. That's what they care about. I'm going to play the tape of this woman so that you guys can hear the lies. And I'm going to debunk everything. Watch this.
We are back with a part 4 on the passing of the beautiful Ashlee Jenae. I am happy to say that Ashlee Jenae's parents have been able to complete the $50,000 that they were looking for in the GoFundMe, which they put up a few days ago. I want to let the parents know that you're going to need more than the 50,000. I had mentioned this before in
She told the family you're going to need more than the 50,000. Listen to this, gang. Listen to this.
Last episode, I said it's bad enough when you lose a family member, most especially a child. But in another country, it means that the family have to leave their jobs and take care of this. There's going to be financial restraints. They have to travel to a country that they've never been before. They have to make arrangements for their daughter.
The family never traveled to that country. The family never traveled.
Come back home, and because they're going to a foreign country, because they're going to Africa, they're going to have money to bribe. They're going to have money to bribe. They're going to have money to bribe. They're going to have money to bribe.
Did you get that, gang? Did you get that? They're going to have money to bribe people. Y'all trust this woman? She's African. She's telling Ashlee's family 50,000 is not enough. You're going to need more money to bribe the people in Africa, meaning pay. You got to pay them off in order to get what you want. So your donations that you folks are sending to Ashlee's family is being used to bribe people. How can you trust any of these people, dog? That's why I told y'all supposed to be rocking with Ringo TV. Because many of y'all is following this fraud who's basically saying that bribing people is a good thing in Africa. Well, isn't that what Joe doing? Isn't Joe bribing people? Isn't Joe paying people off? And she's suggesting that the family should bribe people too. That's coming from Fumi, the one that a lot of you follow. Let's rewind that back. Check it out. Hit the like button.
This before in my last episode, I said it's bad enough when you lose a family member, most especially a child. But in another country, it means that the family have to leave their jobs and take care of this. There's going to be financial restraints. They have to travel to a country that they've never been before.
The family never traveled. They never stepped foot over there. Never did. So the money was never used for traveling. They don't have Ashlee's phone, her personal belongings, nothing. And these frauds, they capitalize off of American black women. You see her, you think she's a black woman. No, she's not. She's an African. She's the very same ones who is over there that is lying and manipulating the story, covering up the death of Ashlee Jenae. And you trust her? I don't trust her, not one bit, because everything she's doing is a lie. This woman made video after video after video, and all her videos are lies. Nothing is accurate. Nothing is the truth. It's all gossip, lies, misinformation. And she's milking the system, making thousands of dollars off of Ashlee's death. This woman hides behind her camera, lying every time. And she got accomplices on YouTube that are doing the same thing. My job is to expose all of these liars for who they are. Because you good people should not be viewing these kind of people. Some of y'all viewing another one, some other messy something on YouTube. Lying. And all they doing is promoting this Sheba woman who is lying. Putting out a bunch of lies about breaking news. Hotel staff confirms what happened to Ashlee Jenae. That's a lie. That's nowhere in mainstream news. And if Sheba have a source that is in Zanzibar, and she didn't reveal that source to the public, then she's committing a crime, which is basically punishable by her being in prison for 15 plus years. That's right. A lot of these YouTubers are going to end up in prison soon because they playing this nasty game where they claim they got information coming in from Zanzibar, claiming they got to connect somebody that's speaking in their ear. Y'all remember yesterday's stream? I told you that somebody contacted me from Zanzibar claiming that, oh, I want to speak to you. I went back to that person's Instagram. Guess what they did? They deleted it. That's right. They deleted their name and they unsend the message that they sent me, even though I showed you guys in the video. I thought the person said they wanted to talk to me. See what I mean? Now, let me explain to you why they deleted their account and their message from IG. Because what these Africans will do, and I'm going to put you on game, because these people, they're working with Joe. When you got people from Africa contacting you in America, right, it puts you in a world of hot trouble. If you are communicating with these people from overseas and the information they're giving you is connected to a murder, and you're basically chit-chatting with them back and forth, and it come to find out that you were chit-chatting with people that actually were responsible for the murder of Ashlee, you are going down for a felony crime. Literally. I did all the research. So what they try to do is they try to pull you in by getting you on the phone, getting your phone number, getting your email. That way they can blackmail you. And a lot of Americans get caught up in this type of scam where these so-called folks from overseas try to pull you in because of your thirst for attention, for your thirst for content. So you had the Sheba lady, she's playing that wild card game right now. And she's going to get burned when the federal agents pull up at her house and say, what's going on with you and these people in Zanzibar? What's all this content you putting on YouTube talking about you got connections and people talking to you about what happened? We need to know who that person is. And they're going to all be in a world of hot trouble, including her, including everybody else. And what I find is a lot of these people who are talking, they're all African. They're all African, fam. And they're acting as if though they care about the American black woman. No, they don't. They see it as a money-making opportunity. And you sisters need to wake up. This woman do not care about you. Do you understand me? She don't care about you, ladies. Do you hear the passion in my voice? I am serious about this case. These people are liars. Listen to this. Listen.
have to make arrangements for their daughter to come back home. And because they're going to a foreign country, because they're going to Africa, they're going to have money to bribe. They're going to have money to bribe.
What?
They're going to have money to bribe.
What?
They're going to have money to bribe. I'm just letting you, the family, know now. I'm an African as well as American.
You are not American. You might have a citizenship somewhere, but you are not American. Stop. You are African. You are not my people. You're not. So stop it. She's gaslighting you ladies, trying to make you believe she's your sister. No, she's not. She just said that Ashlee's family is going to need more money so that they can bribe the people. Bribery? When has bribery been a good thing? So she's telling you how it is in Africa, that in order for you to get to the truth, in order for you to get what you want, you gotta bribe people. So what does that say about the story coming out from Zanzibar? It's all lies, guys. No truth is coming out from over there. Nothing they told us is the truth. It's all a lie, because that means the same way she's saying that Ashlee's family is going to need more than 50,000 to bribe the people in Zanzibar for answers is the same way Joe McCann is able to bribe the people at the hotel to paint a narrative to protect him from being prosecuted. You're only going to get this content on Ringo TV. All these people on YouTube is frauds. I don't even know why they got cameras for. They all think they investigative news reporters. None of these people have any logic or common sense. None of them. Let's get back to the contents. I'm going to let you hear this one more time, guys, for those of you that didn't hear it. Listen to what this woman said.
To bribe.
Hold on. Let me rewind it. Listen.
They're going to have money to bribe. 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 I'm just letting you, the family, know now. I'm an African as well as American living in Europe. I've traveled around these streets, and I just want to give you a heads up. You might think that this is enough money. It's not enough money. You want to get to the bottom of this because you are going to crack open a bigger case than any one of you expected.
You see what this woman is saying, guys? Very incriminating stuff. To the feds. This woman's YouTube channel is Fumi whatever. Her name is Fumi. This woman is telling an American family that they need to use the American dollar to bribe people in Africa. This is coming from a YouTube platform. A YouTube platform is suggesting that a family, that their daughter was murdered, she is suggesting on a YouTube platform to use their American dollars to bribe people in Africa in order to get the results that they seek. If this don't speak volumes to the level of corruption in Africa and on YouTube with these content creators, I don't know why you folks are following these people. This woman is literally openly telling Ashlee's family to use the GoFundMe money that you guys sent them in good faith to use for corruption.
Going to get into it further down, but I want the family to know that keep the GoFundMe going, because this is going to be beyond bringing Ashlee home.
So she's telling the family to keep the GoFundMe money coming in. This is why I told you, fam, don't send no money. This is why I told you guys, don't send no money. Because your money is not being used for Ashlee. It's being used for these people to help Ashlee's family get an easy bag. The GoFundMe was set to $50,000. The family collected over $65,000, and they haven't even stepped foot in Africa yet. Not yet. The family haven't even been there yet. Let's go.
Beyond the flight tickets, and you might have to go back to Zanzibar because of this case. One would have thought that if Joe McCann was such a millionaire, which he is not, he's got no money, he's lost 100 million with his crypto business, he has no money. And while we're on it, the ring apparently was on Ashlee's finger, but double check and make sure that that ring is not fake.
Listen, why is this woman claiming that the ring was on Ashlee's finger? She was not there. And why does she care if it's real or if it's fake? What does that matter right now? You understand what I'm saying? These people put out nothing but misinformation and lies. That's all they do all day. And I see this in real time. And it's like my heart goes out to the viewers that believe this bullshit. Because that's exactly what it is, man. That's why I don't sugarcoat nothing. I don't got no time to play no games lying to these people, man. You folks that are invested in this case want to see results. These influencers are nothing but liars. That's all they do all day. Let's go.
Would like to know personally. You would have thought that he would.
And here's the thing. Isn't this woman allegedly married to a white man? Isn't this woman, Fumi, allegedly married to a white man? Holla back, fam. Let the court of public opinion know the real. Because it's crazy to me that you got this African woman, she's married to a white man, but yet trying to talk about the white man. This don't make no sense. It seems like they all want the white man. Let's get back to the content. Hit that like button.
Been in constant contact with the family to say, don't worry about anything, I can cover it. You are my family, irrespective of what happened to Ashlee. You would have thought if he had any money, I have covered it. Take the flights. He would have even said, let's do the private plane that he was doing, the private jet and everything that he was doing with Ashlee.
Listen, let me explain something, you fam. You see this here? You see these planes? This stuff is a stage, fam. A lot of y'all be watching social media, right? Y'all see stuff like this, and y'all be thinking everything is real. They got places you could go to do photography in what appears to be a real jet. It's not a jet. It's a stage where people can go to take video, to shoot music videos, to take images, and it makes them look like they're glamorous and got this high-profile lifestyle. When you look at Instagram, you'll see a pattern of women literally having these type of lifestyle content, and you always see them in a jet. You always see them with a glass of wine. You'll always see them next to the window. All of those photos is fake. Do you understand me? They're on a stage for photography. Let's get back to the content. Let's go.
Extend that to the family. He's not extending that to the family for a whole bunch of things. He doesn't have the money, one. He's not close to the...
I don't know why this woman is saying Joe don't got no money. Nobody knows what Joe got. Nobody. So you telling me that Ashlee was with a broke dude? You gonna tell me that Ashlee was with a dude that was broke? That's what you telling me? No, that's not the case. Nobody can say whether Joe had money or don't have money because none of you know him to know what he got. I'm trying to stick with the facts so that we know what is going on. That's like me coming to you telling you you're broke and I don't even know you. I don't know what you got. I don't know what your financial situation is. You know, you could be a millionaire for all I know. Maybe you're not all that wealthy. Maybe you're living from paycheck to paycheck. But if you're still able to pay your bills, do what you got to do, hey, at least you're surviving, right? But They want us to believe that Joe was broke because he didn't support the family. I already told you, just because he didn't support the family doesn't mean he ain't have no money. Do you understand? The situation is hot right now. That man is literally a suspect in a murder. He's not going to be around the family because it's hot right now. He is using his money and his wealth to paint narratives in Africa the same way she suggested that the family need money to bribe everybody. Joe is using that same method. He's bribing everybody. And being that he got more money, he's able to control the narrative. Let's go.
Too, and he has guilt all over his face. I'm getting there. Just stay with me. He would have covered everything and said, "This is where we are staying," and he would have been at the airport. He would have been at the airport to receive them. There is a wonderful woman also.
Now notice who she called a wonderful woman. Watch this. Remember yesterday that crazy woman that pulled up on my video named Sheba, or whatever the case is, claiming she got some sort of connect or some source in Africa? Well, that would be her basically aiding a possible suspect in a murder. Because if she got key information that can solve a crime of murder, and she's not reporting that information to the FBI or reporting that to local authorities or giving that information to Ashlee's family, then that very same YouTuber can be arrested for felony and get 15 years in prison. That's right. You content creators are dumb as hell. Y'all don't even understand what kind of fire y'all playing with. This is not a game. That is why yesterday, when I told you guys that somebody from Africa contacted me, I exposed who they was. I put their name on blast and I showed what they sent me. You know why? So the feds can see that I am literally transparent in my commentary, which means Ringo TV is not working with nobody in Africa. Ringo TV cannot be persuaded with money. Ringo TV cannot be bought. Do you understand me? And what did that person do on Instagram? They deleted their entire page. They deleted their entire page. I'm going to show you that information on another live stream where I'm going to break down what that person did, because they changed up real quick. And I already saw all the red flags, but this is what they do. They'll contact you in hopes to connect with you. They'll get your phone number, your email, all of that type of stuff. And now they'll blackmail you and claim that an American was helping in covering up this particular murder. And they'll implicate you in this. And now you are being arrested. And you're wondering, I'm just a YouTuber. I mean, I'm just doing commentary. No, you were working with murderers from overseas. That's right. Let's get to the content.
Who is following this story? And this reminds me very much of Shanquella Robinson again, because that was how I made friends with a lot of other journalist YouTubers.
You heard what she said? She made friends with a lot of other journalist YouTubers. When I tell you guys, all of these fraudsters, these grifters, they're all working together. The Shebas, the Fumis, the Messies, all of these people are one big organization. And they're profiting off of black women who die. And they make up a bunch of lies for content, dragging out stories, posting misleading video titles, lying to our women as if though they care about them. Why? She's using her image to play on the emotions of black American women. Because one thing you need to understand, the American black woman, when they see Shanquella Robinson, their heart goes out for her. It's something about the American black woman. Her emotions, when it comes to a sister that been wrong, the American black woman come together, no matter what. You understand? But see, that's good that they come together. But this woman here, She don't care about the American black woman. She don't. She want to make money off of the deaths of our women. Do you understand? How come this woman didn't go marry an African king? How come she went to go get with a white man? Come on now. Let's just call it what it is. Because she got time to talk about Ashlee Jenae's white man, but what about hers? And why she didn't see an African man as a man of value for her? Because she was looking for the same thing that Ashlee was looking for. Do you see that? This is the hypocrisy I cannot stand. But she's acting as though she's better. And another thing that you ladies need to be careful of is she's acting like she's your mama. You sisters have your own mother, whether your mother passed away or whether your mother is alive. My mother passed away. Your mother may be alive, or maybe she passed away. This lady is claiming to be your mama. You're going to hear it in this video. Let's go.
Here in this social media space, because we were covering the story and we were sharing each other's information, because you get different information. And we have the wonderful Queen Sheba Darling, who is doing a phenomenal job.
You heard that? She said this woman, Queen Sheba, is doing a wonderful job. No, she's not. She is a clickbaiter, a liar, a manipulator, a person who is posting so much misinformation and lies. It's unbelievable how Fumi is promoting this woman who is lying about the case, claiming that an African from Zanzibar basically told her that Ashlee and Joe was never separated into different rooms when the Sheba lady got that information from my platform. Cloud watching. Why do you think she pulled up in my live stream? Because she's a cloud watcher. You know, like, you a window shopper. That's what they do. They window shop on social media. They watch and follow the real content creators who are out here doing this work, and they watch and they copy. And they went on their platform lying to you good people. And who's promoting her? Fumi is promoting her. Let's go.
Has also been interviewing the Somali Queen. This is extremely important because we are going to play some audio.
Notice, this woman, Fumi, said that Sheba was interviewing Somali Queen, African again, right? Let's go.
It's of Queen Sheba's episode that aligns with everything that I had said prior to this coming out in Zanzibar. But I'm going to touch upon a couple of things first. We find out, like I had said in the prior episode, that Ashlee had another Instagram page that had been taken down.
That's a lie. That is a lie. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. This woman is a liar. A liar. These people will do anything for content, anything for clicks, anything for views. Now they're claiming that Ashlee had a page that was taken down. A lie. A total lie, guys. Listen.
I said that in yesterday's episode, I think episode 3. And I wanted to know why it had been taken down.
Lie.
Do you know what really made me sad? And I don't know whether you caught it. I've been looking for it, but I know as fact. Because I took...
She don't even have it. She don't even have it, gang. She don't have no information to verify what she just said. But she want you good people to believe that. If Ashlee Jenae had an Instagram page that was taken down, right? Why the main one is not taken down with Joe in it? Where they getting this false information from? From these lying YouTubers who are posting misinformation every day. These folks are working against Ashlee Jenae. They're not in support of the case. They're in support of making money. That's all they care about. This is why I try to educate my viewers. YouTube is a business, don't get me wrong. YouTubers want to make money. I get it. These people are milking Ashlee Jenae's death for profit by spreading lies. It's one thing to do good journalist work, good commentary, good breakdowns, good updates, reporting on the news, teaching, educating. That's a great thing. But when you're spreading lies and just making stuff up as you go, in order to keep the viewers tuned in so you can make money, nobody should ever support you. Let's go. Pictures from that page. Ashlee had another Instagram page. It's been taken down. That's a lie. Somebody has taken down that. Who's the somebody? Who's the somebody? Because if Ashlee had another page that was taken down, her main page would be taken down. You're not making no sense. You're a liar. And the information that she's talking about, she got from one of these other crazy YouTubers that are spreading misinformation. Let's go. Second Instagram page. Why? Because you see, there's an old saying, when you start to throw water, if you throw water at a wall, it goes in every direction, not just one direction. Which means that as we are going to expose Joe for who and what he is, it's also unfortunately going to expose Ashlee for what she was doing. Uh-oh. I thought this woman is pro-Ashlee. I thought this woman was pro-Ashlee. What do you mean it's going to expose Ashlee for what she was doing? What do you mean? Listen to the shade that she's putting out there. I want you to see this because I keep telling you, this woman is not working for Ashlee's justice. She's trying to put out dirt on Ashlee because that's what other YouTubers were doing. Other female YouTubers were claiming that, oh, Ashlee looked like a sugar baby, a call girl, working in a dancer in a strip club and all this other stuff. This is what she's doing. Watch this. Which means that as we are going to expose Joe for who and what he is, it's also unfortunately going to expose Ashlee for what she was doing. We also find out that perhaps, we do not know, that says allegedly, Ashlee might have been a dancer in a high-end gentleman's club in Miami. Perhaps she met Joe there. Do you see what she's doing? What does that have to do with her death? Where are they getting these lies, this gossip? Do you see what I mean? I thought she's in support of Ashlee. Why would she be entertaining this garbage? What's the point? Think about that, guys. This makes absolutely no sense. Let's get back to the content. Either way, it's sad that these young ladies are so superficial on their determined, chasing the bag only to end up in a body bag. Chasing the bag only to end up in a body bag. And this is women that are posting this, guys. Women are posting this. Let's go. Actually, they would check both of their phones, email records, and surveillance cameras at the resort. I know darn well she didn't hang herself. It's just sad, and I hope justice is served. That was the point I was getting to. I am giving you the background before we play the snippets so that... And again, guys, when you look at these kind of videos here, this is AI. This is AI. This is not a real video, guys. This is AI generated. And those of you that are in the live chat, when you see all the distractions coming in, those are all the demons, the witches, the warlocks, all of the evil that is in the world coming in to be a distraction. Don't be distracted by all the demons. Focus on the words that I'm speaking while debunking all of these lies, because the devil is at work through a lot of these evildoers in the world. Let's get back to the content.
filling all of the gaps with what I had said before. I had said that this was not a real relationship, that this relationship just did not make sense to me. We found out that they had gone to two resorts. That Joe and Ashlee first went to a resort where he proposed. The second resort that he went to was where they were fighting from start to finish.
That's a lie. This woman is not with Joe and Ashlee. She don't have no information to substantiate those points. This is a lie. All of this is a lie. By the pure fact, she's making this up by saying, oh, they were this place and then they were fighting at that place. How you know if you weren't even there? Do that even make any sense? Let's go.
And they had all of the other villas who were complaining about the noise and the disturbance in the villa of which Joe and Ashlee were at.
What you guys have to understand is this. Let me break this thing down for you folks that are looking at the racist comments. That's coming from Africa. Do you understand me? I need for you to pay attention. That's why I told you, sisters, don't follow this woman. She don't care about us Americans. She don't. Don't be deceived. They don't like you. Do you understand me? The hate that you see in the live chat is coming from a source, and it's not coming from a white person. It's coming from her energy. Let's get back to the content.
The point that they removed Joe and they put Joe in Villa 65. Okay? We also find out, like I had asked, that Joe had been to Zanzibar many times. What is heartbreaking to me is that Joe has been to that villa and stayed in that villa multiple times.
What? Did you hear that? She said that Joe stayed in that villa multiple times. How'd she know that? Where'd she get that from? This is what I mean, guys. None of this stuff she's saying have anything to do with the case. It's all a bunch of garbage that's being spread all over the internet, and it's designed to keep the viewers listening. And while you're listening to their videos, they're getting the ad revenue, the watch time hours, any sponsorships, and they gaining subscribers. They making money, fam. That's what they're doing. They don't care about Ashlee, y'all. She's using Ashlee. This is the same woman that every time she come on, she's promoting this demon on this shirt. This demon right here. Telling you ladies you need this shirt because you need to worship her because she's going to protect you and she represents all of us. That's not God, fam. You don't need that shirt. She's manipulating this story for profit, just like all these YouTubers are. I'm the only one that is speaking up for Ashlee, that is breaking down all of these stories, and yet you got these kind of folks out here that spread lies every single day. Every day. They got a new video with a new lie to keep it going. Oh, my source in Africa just contacted me this morning to tell me that they're hearing that, 10 other people were arrested. Besides, all of these things is lies, ladies and gentlemen. Lies.
There are a couple of things I want to say first. The fiancé, do we know whether he has been to Tanzania before? Do we know whether he has been engaged before? Do we know whether he's been engaged to a black woman before? Check for life insurance. Find out if there is any kind of insurance on Ashlee.
See, you can't use my talking points of insurance on Ashlee because it would make no sense because Joe cannot get anything. You understand? Because if Joe is not a husband and wife situation, Joe can't get anything. And even if you have insurance, you would have to have that insurance for a certain amount of time before it can even be active. Anybody that know anything about insurance, you would know that. You just can't go ahead and get it and boom, you're a beneficiary. You got what you need. No, 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 no. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. The family could have insurance. The family, the mother and father could have insurance. And because Ashlee's death, they can collect. Same thing that they did to rapper Takeoff, where they murdered Takeoff and they got the money from the record label. All of these rappers that are on these record labels, they have insurance on them. Because why? Rappers are always dying. So these record labels are gonna make their money no matter how you see it. And sometimes when an artist is not selling, but the record label put out a bunch of money, sometimes they have a blood sacrifice ritual where they just get rid of that rapper and collect the insurance.
Find out if he has stayed at this.
And hello to everybody that's coming in the building. If you're new to the platform, be sure to subscribe to the channel. To the person that keep asking dumb questions, is this live? If you continue to ask that dumb question, we're going to block you from the platform. Now, that being said, let me rewind this back a little bit and get back to the content. Let's go.
Before, check for life insurance. Find out if there is any kind of insurance on Ashlee. Find out if he has stayed at this resort before. Because then you'll get some answers. I don't care what Ashlee did. I don't care whether she was dancing or whatever. I don't care.
Yes, she do. Because she's using it. If you don't care, why bring it up? Why bring it up to the viewer? If the viewer have no idea what Ashlee did in her past, why would you bring it up? Why? And then say, I don't care what Ashlee did. You're gaslighting these viewers.
She didn't deserve this.
This woman is acting, gang. She can't even act good.
Did not deserve, and I want to be strong. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry.
Why would you cry for someone you don't love? Why would you cry for someone you don't even know? She's trying to act like she got all this love and care for Ashlee. She don't care about that, gang. I am telling you, these YouTubers, they only care about the money. They're not invested in the case. For them, this is just content to make money. They're not trying to solve nothing. That's why, listen, guys, be honest with yourself. When you listen to a lot of these YouTubers, when they're talking about this Ashlee Jenae case, I want you to be honest. When you listen to them, in comparison to listening to my content, do you not see a difference? Do you not hear a difference? Do you not gain a difference? Because a lot of times when y'all watching these folks, they're not giving you nothing. They're just talking all damn day. They're focused on money. Do you understand? They're not trying to solve the case. They're not breaking nothing down. I broke everything down. These folks be stealing all of my knowledge, all of my intellectual properties, and they go back to their platform and they spin it as if though they've given their viewers some sort of knowledge, and you got people being praised for stuff they didn't even say, things they didn't even do. They got it from me, and people praising the wrong people. This is why you folks that rock with the platform, when you go to these other folks that are content regurgitators, you got to pull up in the live chat, pull up in the comments and be like, bro, you copying Ringo TV. Y'all need to stop playing. Ringo TV said that 3 days ago. Y'all need to stop it. Ringo been on the case. He already done solved the case already. I already told you guys, Ashlee and Joe was never separated. They were in the same room the whole time. Why? Joe was the one that found her dead. If Joe was in another room 10 minutes away, how the heck was he able to go to the room to find her there if he don't even have a card to open the door? Joe was in the room. It don't make no sense.
This baby girl did not know that she was walking into the lion's den.
Those videos that you see here, these kind of videos that was published on the Instagram, these videos were published so it could make Joe look like the kind of man that would never harm Ashlee. Why? Because when you look at the video, it looks like everybody's all in love. But always understand this, gang. You ready for this? You ready for this one? Put a 1 if you want the truth. Put a 1 in the chat if you want the truth. And a lot of you ladies, you'll be able to relate to this. Those of you ladies that have a baby daddy that you know he ain't shit, right? Or let's just say he's not really as active with the child as much as you would like him to be. He don't really provide that financial support the way you would like him to. But when you go to his social media, he posts pictures with him and the baby, and it makes him look like this great father. Everybody be in the comments, "Oh, you're such a good father, man. Wow, I wish I had a father like you." But you know he ain't shit. You know he never did. You know he's just doing this for social media. He don't ever spend time like that. But those images that he posts, it makes him look like he's this great dad who is always there, never missed a game, never missed a school date, always there. But you know the truth. That is what social media does when people take stuff like this. If you are with your man and you are intimate, are cameras there? No, cameras are not there. If you fucking, is a camera gonna be there? I mean, unless you make videos for your own private little shows, but you know what I mean. A camera's never on. So when you see this, somebody's filming. So this is staged. Hey y'all, get the camera. Get the camera. We're gonna propose. Do you understand now? This is why I told you, as a professional content creator, video producer, film director, I understand video. I understand the art. When you seen Joe get on one knee to propose to Ashlee, that was staged. They already were engaged already. That was for social media. Because a camera do not follow you everywhere. A camera is not just there to watch every move you make. No. Do you understand me? If that's the case, a camera would be there when Joe was meeting the family for Thanksgiving. You would see the Thanksgiving videos. You don't see that. So everything you see on the Instagram is for social media purposes. Lights, camera, action. Hey, get the camera rolling. I'm gonna lift her up. I want you to get the angle. I want you to capture all of this so it can look good for the camera. That's what that's for. It is not a real time event of love and intimacy that was spontaneous and nobody knew. It is all for social media. I need you folks to understand how this works. This is not real. It's not. It looks that way because you're viewing it. Oh, that's so nice. They look so happy. It's designed to make you think that, but it's not real. It has been confirmed by a doctor in Tanzania that he believes that Joe did this. I said that in episode, I think 1 or 2. And shout out to everybody joining the show. Shout out to everybody that's new to the platform. If you're new, guys, be sure to hit the like button. I have a lot of new people that have been showing up this whole entire week. Appreciate all of y'all showing up. The ladies, the men, everybody that's showing up for the shows. Welcome to Ringo TV Reaction. I appreciate you all stopping by. If you're new, make sure you hit that like button as soon as you come in, guys. We need these videos to reach all the viewers so that y'all can avoid people like this because they're milking Ashlee's death, guys. And I don't appreciate all of these lies that are being published by these people. They're not honest people. They're cashing in off of her death. They don't care about her, but they want you to believe that they do. They want you to believe that they have compassion. They're not giving you any information. They're making up stuff as they go. Let's get back to the content. Hit that like button.
You did this. You did this. And you will pay. I said he did this because when I pieced everything together, I saw it for what it is.
You didn't piece anything together. You just copying what other people already talked about. Let's go.
I am 57 years old.
Listen.
I would not go back to my younger years because I have the knowledge now. I never had any daughters. I love my son. You are my daughters.
What? You are my daughters? Do you see what I mean? She thinks she's your mom. She thinks that she is your mother. And you need her guidance. Don't fall for the okie doke, ladies.
I had any daughters. I love my son. You are my daughters. And I will never steer you wrong.
That's a lie.
I will always look out for you, most especially my American sisters.
What? Your American what? Your American sisters? No, they're not your sisters. So stop it. You're not American, you're African. You understand? They're not your sisters. So don't gaslight the American black woman by saying, my sisters. No, they're not your sisters. But this is how it is, guys. You get manipulated, they pull you in, and then they take advantage of you and make all the money off of you. That's what they do. That's what they do. It's no different in the black community. You got all these black folk out here, all these African Americans. What are the businesses in the black community? The African shop, the Indian shop, the Arab man, the white man. What are they there for? To make money off of us. We giving them all our money is going to them. And when one of us start a business, what do we normally do? We never support black-owned businesses. Have you ever noticed that? Anytime a black man or a black woman start a business, a so-called African-American man, so-called, because we're not African, right? And we're not black. These are names, bywords that they put on us, right? Anytime one of usins start a business in the black community, we don't even support it. You know why? We're trained not to support one another, but we're trained to support the African. We're trained to support the white man. We're trained to support the Asian man. We're trained to support the Arab man. We're trained to support everybody else. But when we see one of usins start a business, what happened? We normally get jealous.
I love my son. You are my daughters. And I will never steer you wrong.
She's lying.
I will always look out for you, most especially my American sisters.
You see that? Gaslighting you by saying, oh yeah, like I won't steer my American sisters wrong at all. She's been steering you wrong the whole time. The whole time she's talking about Ashlee, she's been lying the whole time.
Because you are targeted.
You see that?
Because you are light, you are bright.
You are targeted. You are bright. You are light. The American black woman is targeted by them. That's who you're targeted by. They want your essence. They want your likeness. They want your swag. They want your style. They want everything. When the American black woman step out, she's the most stylish in the group. She's the one who have all the glamour and glitz. And everybody around the world is trying to mimic you. Just like you brothers. Everybody around the world trying to be like the so-called American black man. You got the most talent. You got the most swag. You got the most of everything. Everybody want to be us all around the world.
But you don't know certain things. In this particular case, I'm African. There have been so many contradicting stories that one doesn't even know what to believe.
Because y'all all lying. That's why there's so many contradicting stories. Because they keep publishing lies, fam. I've been crying from the mountaintop trying to tell you folks to turn these people off and stop watching them because all they do is lie all day. But no, you keep watching them, you keep giving them your views, you keep giving them your support, and they keep lying to you. This is why so many false stories are out here right now.
Has Joe been to Tanzania? Has Joe been to that particular resort? The resort itself is owned by a white man. I said it, and I said that because they would align with each other.
Let me ask you a question, guys. Where in the news media, did you see the media, national news, come out and say that that guy owns the resort or anything? And even if he do, who cares? What's the point? Why is she telling you this? What does this have to do with Ashlee's death? Absolutely nothing. You know why? He wasn't in the room. You understand? This makes no sense. Keep listening.
Because you can put a little money and money goes a long way. The butler that bumped into Ashlee and Ashlee asked for a charger. He's a local. They speak Swahili. They don't speak English.
If they don't speak English, how in the world did Sheba claim that somebody from Africa contacted her to say we needed to get on a phone call with you? How? They don't speak English. So she's lying. They speak Swahili. They don't speak English. So it's all a lie.
Many of them are from extremely humble beginnings, very unsophisticated, and do not understand first aid. Maybe.
How are you going to say they don't understand first aid? How could she make such a claim that they don't understand first aid? That don't make no sense. You don't know what they know. You know?
Butler came back to the room. Maybe he saw Joe there. Wait for the punchline. Joe had a friend there. Wait for the other punchline.
She said Joe had a friend there. All of these things is lies. These are all lies, guys. Lies all day. They lie for clicks and views. This is what they do. And they're in big trouble, gang. They're in big trouble.
Joe was sleeping with other women right there at the resort. That was what brought about the chaos between himself and Ashlee.
What? Whoa. So Joe was there sleeping with other women, and she's saying this as if though it is a fact. I can understand if you say it may be alleged that possibly Ashley caught him with a woman or found out that he was cheating. That's one way to put it. But she's saying that this man was cheating with other women, sleeping with other women. Where's she getting that from? Where's she getting this information from? She's making it up as she go because that makes the story juicy. But nothing been confirmed. Ashlee is dead. But instead, they want you to focus on a bunch of gossip rather than tangible information to bring justice to Ashlee.
Ashlee walked into the lion's den. Who else was in the room? Maybe the friend was there as an allegiance to Joe. That was his alibi. Maybe in the 3-hour time frame of where they don't have security cameras, they don't have CCTV. Because my American sisters, you are running and operating on the behest that everywhere else in the world works like America. No, it does not.
That's the only thing that she said in this video that's truthful. That's the only thing in this video that she said that is truthful. Is that American women, when they go overseas, they think that the way it is overseas, it works the same way in America. No, it's not. When you go overseas, if you get murdered, it is what it is. You're dead. There's nothing nobody can do. Right? You get drugged, sexually violated, it is what it is. It ain't gonna work for you the way it work over here. You're well more protected in the United States than you are overseas. And that's just a fact. This is why when you go to these trips and these vacations, you need to know the laws of the land. You need to know what are your protections as an American over there. You need to know, are Americans protected in that country where you went to? Do America have any sort of treaties and connections to these other countries that protect Americans when they visit? You need to know that. Because if that's not in place and something happened to you, you're done.
And the white man is gold in certain African countries.
Did you hear that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Remember, she's married to a white man, but I want you to see and hear what she just said. Listen to what she just said. This is shocking, guys. This speaks volumes. Listen to this, gang.
Like America, no, it does not. And the white man is gold in certain African countries. And so that's why Joe was able to get away with this.
Wow. She said the white man is God in certain African countries. And y'all trying to go to Africa, okay? She said the white man is God. That is beyond, that's crazy to say publicly as a so-called African woman. This is crazy. Think about this, guys. So in Africa, they don't even respect themselves. They see the white man as God. And you're wondering why she married a white man. Because she don't even got love for her own African men. Let's rewind that back. This is crazy.
Everywhere else in the world works like America. No, it does not. And the white man is gold in certain African countries. And so that's why Joe was able to get away with this as far as he did. While we're on the back burner, let's check and find out whether he has not done this to other girls before. This could not just be the first one. This is the first one that is getting caught. Why? Because social media is in.
This is not about her telling the truth. This woman is a fraud. We already know that the white man's image is worshipped around the world. We already know that. That's common knowledge. You understand? That's common knowledge. That's not about her telling the truth. What we're looking at is she's saying that the white man is looked upon as God, but she's married to a white man. You see that? So it's not about her telling the truth. She didn't even marry a so-called African man. She got with a white man. Do you see the difference? So she believed that the white man is God.
Chat because they've got me, because I've always sworn and I've always said I will always watch out for you. I will look out for you. I will see what you don't see. I will think what you don't think. It's impossible because out there in Tanzania, out there in the resort, they are so unsophisticated. It's about you coming there, drinking pineapple juice, enjoying the sun. Everything else is washed underneath the carpet, not on my watch. I said it before I had all of the details. What Queen Swahili said, I'm not in Tanzania. I'm not in Tanzania, but I'm an African. So I know what's possible. And as far as I'm concerned, there's nobody that you can believe. There's nobody you can believe. The only way that you're going to get the truth is when you override it with even more money. That's the only way you're going to be able to find out. Joe, his friends, a whole group of them. As a matter of fact, guess what? This is the greatest freak off of all time. Quiet as it's kept. You kind of sort of can let Diddy out now because these are his colleagues out here who have been doing it. Lovely TTV, my baby girl over there, I love her. Her mother is a Nigerian. She does a phenomenal.
Her mother is a Nigerian. She just talked about Lovely T. Said her mother is Nigerian. I'm telling you, man, when you look at this story and the people that are covering the story, they really don't care about Ashlee, fam. I'm telling you, they don't. They don't care about Ashlee. Shout out to Dan, what is that, Danith, for the membership. I don't know who supported with $10. I can't even see who you are. Like, you're invisible. Like, I don't even see who supported with $10. But let me see what we got. Let me rewind this back because there's a couple of things she said that I want to cover again. Make sure y'all hit the like button as soon as you come in. Hit the like button, guys. It's very important to push the video. We need to get these likes to 1,000, gang.
Ashlee walked into the lion's den. Who else was in the room? Maybe the friend was there as an allegiance to Joe. That was his app.
This is AI, guys. All of this that you see here, this is AI. This is not real. Let me tell you guys, 100%. I am a video producer, editor, graphic artist. I do this. These images, this is AI generated. This is not real. They published this so that Joe, a man who is with his woman and they're all in love, but it's all AI generated. AI is a very dangerous tool as well as a powerful tool that can help you in business, school, and various other things. But when it's used for evil purposes, it can be very, very deadly. It can be very, very deadly, guys. Be very careful with this AI technology because a lot of people are being bamboozled. There's a lot of videos covering the Ashlee case, and it's all run by AI channels. I see you guys in the comments of AI channels praising the host, and it's all AI. It's not even a human. You're literally listening to AI voices. If you're listening to people on YouTube and you can't see them, something is wrong. But there's another step that I need to take you into. There are AI content creators that you see them. You see them animated. You see them moving. But it's all AI. It's not a real human being. It's all AI. Be careful.
By maybe in the 3-hour time frame of where they don't have security cameras, they don't have CCTV, because my American sisters, you are running and operating on the behest that everywhere else.
Why she's talking about American sisters? Why don't she talk about African women? Why she ain't talking about white women? See, to the American black woman, turn her off ASAP. She's targeting you. How come she's not talking about American white women, American Asian women that travel, Russian women? How come she's not calling them sisters? Why she's focused on you ladies? Because you have the energy. The American black woman have all the energy. And everybody around the world want your likeness. They want your look. They want your body. They want your joy. They want everything from you. Do you understand me? She's focused on you. I don't hear her talking about no other woman but you.
Works like America.
Let me rewind it back again because I'm here to debunk the lies and expose all of this mess. So the American black woman is protected from these people that are trying to monetize off of your likeness.
That was what brought about the chaos between himself and Ashlee. Ashlee walked into the lion's den. Who else was in the room? Maybe the friend was there as an allegiance to Joe. That was his alibi.
Lies.
Maybe in the 3-hour time frame of where they don't have security cameras, they don't have CCTV, because my American sisters, you are running and operating on the behest that everywhere else in the world works like America. No, it does not. And the white man is gold in certain African countries. And so that's why Joe was able to get away with this as far as he did. While we're on the back burner, let's check and find out whether he has not done this to other girls before. This could not just be the first one. This is the first one that he's getting caught. Why? Because social media is in the chat. Because they've got me. Because I've always sworn and I've always...
Notice, because they got me. So she's basically saying that she is an authority, and because you got her, she's going to protect the American black woman. Please stop. She's lying to you, gaslighting you, love bombing you. All of this is a lie, gang. And she's basically trying to say this is not the first time that Joe did this. Again, we're supposed to be dealing with concrete evidence on what's going on. We don't even see the media in the United States talking about Joe right now. Nobody's talking about Joe. Nobody. It's like he's a ghost.
I will always watch out for you. I will look out for you. I will see what you don't see.
I will see what you don't see. So she's basically saying that she's God, gang. She's basically saying that the black woman in America is not smart or intelligent. She's saying she could see for you. She's saying that she can guide you because she feel you're not intelligent. Watch how she throw all sorts of shade at you sisters. Y'all gotta be smart, fam. Please be smart and recognize when somebody's looking down on you. Let's go.
That is getting caught. Why? Because social media is in the chat. Because they've got me. Because I've always sworn and I've always said, I will always watch out for you. I will look out for you. I will see what you don't see. I will think what you don't think. It's impossible. Because out there in Tanzania, out there in the resort, they are so unsophisticated. It's about you coming there, drinking pineapple juice, enjoying the sun. Everything else is washed underneath the carpet, not on my watch. I said it before I had all of the details.
And here's another thing. All Africans don't even like each other. Because the way she's talking, she's basically making it seem like them folks out there are bad. And you need her to help guide you on how things go out there. Always remember that, gang. I just saw a video the other day of, and put a one if you've seen this particular clip. I'm gonna do a video about it. It's a video of an incident that took place in South Africa where the South Africans were basically beating up some other African man. I don't know where he's from or which part of Africa he's from, but in the video, you see everybody slapping this guy around, beating him up. And I'm like, wow, this is how they treating people out there. And they literally beating this guy up, punching him, and even the women were beating him up. And I was like, oh, so this is how it is out in South Africa. All right. I might do a video about that to show you how it get down over there. Let's go.
What Queen Swahili said, I'm not in Tanzania. I'm not in Tanzania, but I'm an African. So I know what's possible. And as far as I'm concerned, there's nobody that you can believe. There's nobody you can believe. The only way that you're going to get the truth is when you override it with even more money.
You see what she just said, guys? Guys, wow, 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 wow. Did you hear that? Only on Ringo TV, fam, will you get the truth. Do you see how the Africans get down? Did you get that? Or did it slip through the cracks and you didn't hear it? Let me rewind it back so I can show you guys how the Africans get down. Listen to this, gang.
Believe. There's nobody you can believe. The only way that you're going to get the truth is when you override it with even more money. That's the only way you're going to be able to.
Did you get that? Did you get it? Did you get it, people? She said, don't believe nobody. That's why I told you I don't believe none of the stories that's coming out from Zanzibar. I don't believe nothing they told us in regards to Ashlee. Nothing. I know she was murdered, but I don't believe the story they gave us. They murdered that woman, fam. Now listen to what this African woman is telling the American people. Listen to this, because I don't know why y'all following this woman. I just don't know why. But listen to how horrible this sounds.
Drinking pineapple juice, enjoying the sun. Everything else is washed underneath the carpet, not on my watch. I said it before I had all of the details. What Queen Swahili said, I'm not in Tanzania. I'm not in Tanzania, but I'm an African. So I know what's possible. And as far as I'm concerned, there's nobody that you can believe. There's nobody you can believe. The only way that you're going to get the truth is when you override it with even more money. That's the only way you're going to be able to find out. Joe, his friends, a whole group of them. As a matter of fact, guess what?
Remember, early in the stream, I showed you the video footage of this woman telling everybody that you need to bribe the people in Africa with money. Those of you who didn't see it, put a one in the chat if you didn't hear that part, where Fumi said that Ashlee's mother and father need to use the GoFundMe to bribe people in Africa with money in order to get to the truth. Put a 1 in the chat if you did not hear that part of the video so I can make you hear it so that you are up to speed on the severity of this issue because y'all should not be listening to this woman. She's teaching Americans to bribe people with money. I told you in Africa they do this. I told you this is how they get down. Oh, y'all didn't see it? Okay, cool. Let me rewind it back, right? So we were at the 12-minute mark. Let me rewind it back. Okay. Check this out, guys. Check this out.
Or in the GoFundMe, which they put up a few days ago. I want to let the parents know that you're going to need more than the 50,000. I had mentioned this before in my last episode. I said it's bad enough when you lose a family member, most especially a child. But in another country, it means that the family have to leave their jobs and take care of this. There's going to be financial restraints. They have to travel to a country that they've never been before. They have to make arrangements for their daughter to come back home. And because they're going to a foreign country, because they're going to Africa, they're going to have money to bribe. 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 I'm just letting you, the family, know now. I'm an African as well as American living in.
She's not American. She's not American.
I've traveled.
She's living in Europe. She is not American.
Around these streets, and I just want to give you a heads up.
So she's trying to give Ashlee Jenae's family a heads up. In other words, if you're going to get to the truth and the bottom line with Ashlee's death to find the truth, you're going to have to pay these people in Africa a large sum of money in order to get the truth out of them. That alone should speak volumes to the American people that there is no justice in Africa. So while we're sitting around waiting for Africa to give us the truth, that truth comes with a price. Nobody on YouTube is breaking this thing down like Ringo TV. Nobody. Let's get back to the content. Let me go back to the 12-minute mark so we can get back on point. Let's go.
Be able to find out. Joe, his friends, a whole group of them. As a matter of fact, guess what? This is the greatest freak off of all time. Quiet as it's kept. You kind of sort of can let Diddy out now because these are his colleagues out here who have been doing it.
So now she's alleging that Joe is having a bunch of freak offs, and she just said that we need to let Diddy out of prison because Joe make Diddy look like a choir boy. Where is she getting this information from? And again, I'm going to say this again. When has it ever been a crime to be a freak? How many of you dudes out there, you ladies out there, are freaks? It is what it is, right? I never heard of that being a crime. But she's saying that Joe was having freak offs. Where she's getting this crazy information from, I don't know.
TTV, my baby girl over there, I love her. Her mother is the Nigerian. She does a phenomenal job. She also brought to light.
Now, why is it that she bigged up Lovely T's mother as a Nigerian? Because she's probably a Nigerian. To those of you that watch Fumi, is Fumi a Nigerian? Yes or no? Is Fumi a Nigerian woman? Because I'm trying to figure out why she's bigging up Lovely T. Because again, they're all bigging up one another because they're African. That's why she's shouting out Lovely T's mother. Let's go.
I support her. I love her. I watch her. She also brought to
so she is.
Ashlee
Okay.
Ashlee was speaking to another friend of hers, and they were sharing locations. That's when you're flown out. That's not on a romantic escapade.
She's talking about what she heard from somebody else, guys. This is what these content regurgitators do. They listen to other people's videos and they just make up stuff as they go. I cannot understand why people support these kind of platforms when they're not giving you no information but lying all day.
Look at her page. Here she is hopping in a private jet, catching flights and feelings.
That is not catching flights. That is her taking photos and living that glam life by taking these images. Guys, let me make something clear to you, right? I want you to think about this, right? You probably can't see the image, right? So let me see. I'm not sure if I could do this. I can't. No, I can't. I can't do this. I can't. Oh, let me do this. I'll do this. Let me see. Let me do this, right? Because a lot of times people they don't understand. They just don't get it, right? Give me a minute. Let me see. Where is that pic? Where the hell it go? Let me do this. Da, 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 da. Could I do that? Okay. Yeah. I think you could see that, right? I think you could. It's not making it open anymore. I guess you could probably see it, right? Now, when you look at this plane, right, it's giving you the idea that she's taking these luxury planes, jets, and all this other stuff. I want you to look at the windows, right? I want you to look at how close the windows are. Now, I want you to think and picture somebody sitting down. I want you to look at where Ashley is at, and I want you to look at the windows. These are not the actual planes. These are staged areas where you could take photos. A lot of people don't understand this. I already made videos about this before. People literally will go. First of all, why is a camera on you? What is the significance of you taking a flight in this short, what appears to be a jet when it's really a stage? It doesn't make any sense. But people believe this stuff because they want to believe it. They want to believe, oh, they're living this glamour life. Oh my goodness. Guys, it's a stage where people take photos to make themselves look like they're in jets. I've already done videos on this. Look it up. Go Google it. Go Google places where people take photography and photos to make them look like they're on private jets. If Ashley's on private jets and doing all of this glamour stuff, right, the way it's being presented, right, why the parents got to set up a GoFundMe? Why the parents are struggling? Why? Ashley would have the money. She would have all the bread and ready for them to do what they need to do, right or wrong, right? So now, let me get back to the video. Give me a minute. Da, 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 da. Okay, so let's see what Lovely T is saying in regards to this. Let's see what she's saying here.
Compete. Look at her page. Here she is hopping in a private jet, catching flights and feelings. Okay? Here she is in Paris.
Remember what I told you guys about still images? Guys, I could take a bunch of still images with my daughters, post them on Instagram, and get a bunch of likes from women who will be like, oh, you're such a great dad. You're such a this. And I may not even be an active father, but I took the images that give the image that I am. I could go find a vehicle that's a luxury vehicle, take some images with the vehicle, take some images standing by the vehicle, post them on my IG, and make you believe that that's my car. Do you see what I mean? I could go stand in the middle of New York and make it look like I'm in New York, but I don't live in New York. Do you understand? Images are designed to make people believe what they're seeing is something that you're active. When, all right, right here, she's next to a helicopter. Well, that doesn't mean that she's in the helicopter. You get what I'm saying? She could just be somewhere and just say, let me take a photo, but you'll think she's taking flight. Like, people got to use their brain. Let's go.
You can kind of tell the lifestyle that she led in Miami, you know, even before she met the white man. She's living that. To me, I get like high-end escorty vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Lovely T said escorty vibes. So Lovely T basically assumed that Ashlee Jenae was an escort. That's what she just did, fam. She said escorty vibes. That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. You said you don't hear nothing? What you don't hear? Could everybody hear me good, or is that person lying? Could everybody hear me good? It's like y'all. It looks like y'all behind on the stream because nobody's responding. You can hear good? Okay, let me rewind it back because her volume is low on her end. Now, when you look at Ashlee's photos, right? A lot of these images give the image of traveling here, traveling there. And I'm not saying that she never traveled. That's not what I'm saying. My point is anybody can do this. You could use AI and make yourself look like you're living a glamour life, and people will believe it.
The lifestyle that she led in Miami, you know, even before she met the white man, she's living that. To me, I get like high-end escorty vibes. You know what I'm saying? Sugar daddy, sugar baby vibes.
But see, why would Lovely T say that Ashlee gets sugar baby vibes, escort vibes? That would imply that you're saying that she was selling cat in order to have a certain lifestyle. And this is coming from a woman, supposed to be a black woman. I don't know if her father's Nigerian, because if her father's Nigerian, she's African. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that her mother's Nigerian. But if her father's Nigerian, she's an African woman too. Let's go. I don't know why everybody keeps trying to focus on Ashlee being an escort or a dancer or a stripper. Why they keep doing that to her?
Because that's the lifestyle in Miami. I mean, it is what it is. But the thing, though, that is very, very disturbing about this situation, like I always tell you guys, everything that glitters is not gold, okay? So a lot of people thought that she hit the jackpot. This man is rich. He's funding her lifestyle.
Well, we can't say that Joe is funding Ashlee's lifestyle because Ashlee already had money. So that is not something that you should be saying. This is what I mean about these YouTubers. They say that Joe was funding her lifestyle. That we cannot verify that because Ashlee already was doing well for herself. You see what I'm saying? So why would she say that Joe was funding her lifestyle? Come on now. That's to say that Ashlee wasn't doing nothing with her life and she was basically with Joe because he had money. Let's go.
Goes to sugar daddy, now fiance. But like they were saying in that article, when the girl passed, the so-called fiance didn't even call the parents. Didn't say, you know, there's something wrong with my fiance. I came back. They found out because the Tanzanian embassy found her passport and contacted her relatives.
That's not true. Because when you look at the news report, the parents made it very clear that Joe contacted them. Remember, guys? Joe contacted the parents and said that Ashlee had an issue and she's okay. We're taking her to the hospital. So what Lovely T is saying here is not accurate because Joe did contact the family. He didn't say that Ashlee was dead because at the time she wasn't dead. She was still conscious. And I'm trying to figure out for the life of me, how is it that Ashlee was hanging herself, right? And for some reason, miraculously, Joe was able to find her. How is that possible? The timing is off, guys. Joe was always in the room. This is why I said him and Ashlee was never separated. And even if they possibly were separated, they would join back together. This is what they're not telling us because Joe was able to find Ashlee in that room hanged. So when we look at this issue, there's two stories that they put out there. One, the hotel staff came to the room doing a routine check, claiming that this is something they normally do. But they literally omitted information that was in the news story prior, where they said that Ashlee or that the staff visited her room not because it's routine standard procedure, but because it was said that Ashlee may have wanted to harm herself. I got to go find all of the articles that publish this stuff because they're taking information and they're removing it from social media so that you can't find it. But they originally said that the hotel staff came to Ashlee's room because they were notified that there's a possibility she may want to harm herself, so we need to keep an eye on her. Notice this. In no news story did they say that they visited Joe's room to see if Joe was okay, to see if Joe needed something. Do you see what I mean? So when they went to Ashlee's room, it wasn't because they wanted to know if she needed room service or wanted something to eat. It was because they knew that she was on the S word watch. And it was basically, what's that word that they use? When someone haven't been, man, wellness check. It was a wellness check. That's what it was. When they went to Ashlee's room, it was a wellness check to see if she's okay. And then they asked her, do you need anything? Nah, I'm good. I don't need anything. But you know what? Let me get a charger. Let me get a phone charger. Okay. They gave her the phone charger. And then they said that Ashlee said to come back in 10 minutes. Some says 20 minutes. Some say 15 minutes. Their timing is all wrong. They come back to the room. They notice that the lights is off. So because the lights is off, they claim they use an emergency key card to open the door. Now, question. Why would hotel staff use an emergency key card to open the door to violate somebody's privacy if the lights is off? Ashlee could be in another room having sex. Ashlee could be in the shower. Ashlee could be asleep. Nobody should be in Ashlee's room if Ashlee's in there by herself. So that means somebody had that card, went in that room, unalived that woman, right? And then they left. Joe claims that he seen the body, because that's what the hotel said. The hotel told the news media that, hey, Joe was the one who told us that he found the body. So who found the body, guys? They're all lying. And remember, the African woman Fumi said that Ashlee's family need to use the GoFundMe to bribe the people in Africa. So what do you think is going on right now with the story? That whole narrative was put together because Joe may have allegedly bribed the hotel so that they can paint a story so that it could protect him and he could walk in the sunset and be free. Hit the like button.
How are you, the fiance, proposing to her, and then you don't even call her family, let them know what's going on? And so I go onto his Instagram because I'm thinking, okay, well, he has to at least posted something about his fiance. I'm depressed, I'm sad, the love of my life is gone. No. Oh, another thing too, I wanted to show y'all. This was another video that she posted on her Instagram page. Why I say that I feel like she was living that escort type life. Okay.
Why does Lovely T keep promoting that Ashlee was living that escort type life? Why is it that you want to label Ashlee as an escort? It sounds like jealousy to me. It sounds like jealousy to me, guys. And see, this is why I keep telling you that we as a people, we're hated by the other nations. When you look at the live chat and you see racist posts, that's how much hatred they have for us. That's why I don't know why in the world do our people keep supporting all these groups when they don't even like you folks. Let's go.
Because this is something that she posted.
And to the troll, that word don't mean nothing to me. You wasting your time. That word don't mean nothing for me. I'm from the hood. That word don't mean nothing. We not in the damn 40s and 30s and 20s. You wasting your time with that garbage. We in a new day.
So in this video, she says, me and my bestie sharing locations for safety like she can save me 8,000 miles away.
Okay, now, where did Fumi get that information from? Remember when Fumi said something about Ashlee was sharing the location with a friend? That's who she got it from. She got it from Lovely T. That's not her talking points. She got it from somebody else.
So Bessie's in Montego Bay. She's in Dubai.
Who cares? Women share their locations. Women share their locations with their friends all the time. A lot of women do this. Let's go.
Okay. And that's what, unfortunately, that's what a lot of these young women get caught up in. You know.
Shout out to Azandra for the support, sponsoring the show, $100 support. To the troll that's spamming the chat, right? I want you to look at the support that comes in. Thanks for all your hate, because the blessings are coming in. Appreciate you, Azandra, for your support. Shout out to you for the love and support of the platform. Let me hit that like button. Make sure y'all thumb up Exandra's post. Hit that like button on her post, gang. It is what it is. Let's get back to the content, y'all. Let's go.
When you're not involved in that type of lifestyle, you're not sharing locations from miles away and fingers crossed and hoping nothing happens to you all. But again, the whole thing is just sad.
When a man wants to marry a woman, you call the father of the future bride.
And that's what he did. See, Fumi is lost. Because if Fumi understood the TMZ interview, the family, and they asked the family, did Joe ask for your daughter's hand in marriage? And basically, he said, yeah, he did. We met him already. He came over for Thanksgiving. He was with the family. So Joe already was engaged to Ashlee. That's why I told you the video, all these videos you seeing in Africa, all of those videos are staged video for social media. They were already engaged guys. They were already engaged. Let's go.
And ask for her hand in marriage. I say it out here. One of you said, Auntie Fumi, we would love to have a seminar for young girls. I think I have to do it. For girls 25 to 35.
What?
I'm going to have a seminar for you girls.
Ladies, do not go to no seminar for her. She's probably putting witchcraft on the seminar. Don't do it. Do not go to no seminar with this woman. I do not trust this woman. Listen to this garbage. Talking about seminars for women. She want to have black women in seminars. Why don't she get white women and put them in a seminar? Why don't she go get Asian women and put them in a seminar? Why don't she go do that? They always want to use you ladies, you sisters, for some seminar, using your energy. Let's go.
You said, Auntie Fumi, we would love to have a seminar for young girls. I think I have to do it. For girls 25 to 35.
Why 25 to 35? Because that's when they're most impressionable and you can literally influence them. Don't none of you listen to this woman. She want to target the American black woman. Do not listen to her.
Going to have a seminar for you girls, a big soiree, a meet and greet of sorts, I don't know how. And I'm going to teach you everything I know, because I can see that you're naivety. You don't know. You don't have because it's not enough to be educated. It's not. This is life. This is life out here in the streets.
In the streets. She's trying to have some sort of New York swag, like in the streets. Why she's targeting you ladies for? Why she's not trying to help white women? Why she's always focusing on black girls? Y'all gotta recognize when the other nations is targeting you.
And Ashlee had no idea.
What do you mean Ashlee had no idea? See, here's the thing. She's trying to say that Ashlee was not smart. Ashlee had a mother. Ashlee had a father. Listen, when somebody unalived you, you didn't know you were gonna die. Ashlee didn't know she was gonna die. That could happen to any one of you. You could be around somebody, hanging around somebody. You don't know what this person is planning. You thinking that they're a good person. Next minute, they unalive you. So what she's saying makes no sense.
No idea. She was just going about her thing, doing her thing. I don't want to emphasize too much on that because she does not deserve what happened to her. Wait for the punchline. She was not hung on the door. She was hung in the wardrobe. That does not make sense to me.
I already told you guys, Ashlee was not hanged, bro. In order for, listen, you cannot, look, guys, we gotta be smart. We gotta be smart. I want all you folks to put on your thinking caps and just use your brain for a minute. They said that Ashlee was hanging on a door, right? Okay, how do you do that? How do you hang yourself on a door? Does that make sense? No, it don't. Shout out to Rise Above Anything for the $2 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says always appreciate your content, brother. Hey, shout out to you, fam, for supporting the show. All support is welcome, gang. All support. Think about this, guys. The average door height is about 6 feet, right? About 70 something, 80 inches, depending on what types of doors. Standard door size, about that height. How do you hang yourself on a door? Number one, Ashlee, her height, she's probably about 5'7", 5'8", probably, depending on, I don't know her height, but she's around there somewhere. So how do you hang yourself? You just put a rope around your neck and just put it on the door and drop it on the floor? No, that don't make no sense. Somebody would have to drug you, tie something around your neck, and let your body weight hang down. That's one way to hang on a door. Somebody would have to give you a drug to make your body fall so that you're hanging like this. And then the weight, the velocity, all that stuff will compress the neck, and before you know it, you'll lose oxygen. Another way would be if it's a door, you're behind the door, rope around your neck, the other person throws the rope over the door and go around the door and pull on the rope while you're on the other side, and they're holding the rope down, meaning you're on the other side of the door, rope around your neck, and they're pulling on the rope from the other side while you are literally choking out. That's one way they can hang on a door. But a person hanging themselves by themselves on a door makes no sense. Makes no sense, man. Use your brain. The minute you try to hang yourself on a door and you start realizing that you're not breathing, you're gonna be like, man, forget this, man. I ain't doing this. This stuff, whew, I don't think I got it in me to do this. So she would have had to be drugged. This is why I told you the autopsy that took place in Zanzibar is false. Whatever autopsy they took, they're gonna omit all the information of a drug that may have been used, because you cannot hang yourself on a door by yourself with no use of a drug or someone else applying pressure or tying one's hands behind their back so that they can't fight for their life. The whole story is fake, fam. That's why they hate me. That's why they mad at me, fam. You know, it don't even make no sense. Let me see what we got here. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da ba ba bum. Let me see. This clown here says, "I reported your channel to YouTube creators. Who cares? Report these nuts." Thanks for the $2 support, though. Let's get back to the content, guys. Let's go.
And the poor butler, with the little ideology he had just spoken to her. And apparently, he was coming back 10 minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes or whatever to now bid her will on what she needed and wanted. And it was dark.
It was dark, so why he entered the room if it was dark? See, this doesn't make no sense, gang. If I'm in my hotel room and you walk by and you see that it's dark inside a room, why would you be using the emergency key to go in my room? There's no emergency. So why would you be in my room? Does that make sense? Why would you be in my room if the lights is off? I could be sleeping. So you telling me in Africa, anybody from hotel staff could just walk in people's rooms? That means the person who went in that room, they're a suspect. We need to bring them in for questioning. We need to bring them in. They're a suspect in this case, gang. They're a suspect, fam. It doesn't make no sense. Let's get back to the content.
It's dark because it stands out from all the other villas that are there. Remember, it will be very much like a gated community. That's strange. I just spoke to her. What happened? Again, this is Africa. They could have taken the light or the fuses in the house, in the villa wasn't working. Because some of you will be thinking, how can he just go into the house? He has key access. He works there.
No. Key access doesn't mean you're granted just go in a room. You just can't go in rooms, gang. And this is a luxury resort. You just can't walk into people's rooms, man. That don't make sense. I could be in the room piping down a woman, piping her down, and you come in with the key? Hey, sorry. I don't mean to disturb you. I didn't know. I did not know that you was with the woman. My friend Odumbi, he tell me to come into the room. I don't understand why he give me the key. No, you don't have no right to be in my room if I'm dealing with a woman, or if I'm showering, or if I'm sleeping. You're invading my privacy. So anybody that went into that room, they're a suspect in this murder.
To go in there to refresh the pillows for whatever they need, this, that, and the other. It's a result. Everything is gay and happy.
None of you clowns can come in here and say Joe was broke or if Joe was rich, because you don't know Joe. Just like I don't know you. I don't know what's in your bank account. So you cannot come in here saying Joe was broke. You can't do that. You don't know him. Just like you don't know me and I don't know you. I cannot come online and say, oh, you're broke. I don't know you. You folks are listening to gossipers on social media. A bunch of gossipers that are just running their big mouths all day. No information is verified, but because you love gossip, you believe everything you hear.
Controlled by money. And yes, massa.
What? Yes, massa? So she's calling the white man massa. Listen to this, gang. Listen to this.
To refresh the pillows for whatever they need, this, that, and the other. It's a result. Everything is gay and happy and controlled by money. And yes, massa. I hate to say it, but it's true.
She said she hates to say it, but it's true. So at the resort where Ashlee was at, she said everything is controlled by money. And everything is yes, massa. What? And this is where you sisters want to go out there? I don't know why y'all be taking these trips.
Massa. So he would have gone in just in case his massa, his madam, his oga, or gasa needed something. He did not know what Ashlee needed. And when he went in, it fell in the wardrobe and he ran. Again, he's not sophisticated. He does not know.
It's not that she knows, guys. It's not that she knows because she's African. The point is you cannot trust her because she's just like them. Do you understand me? She said you gotta bribe people in Africa in order to get to the truth. What? She said everything is ran by money. So, law enforcement, you can't trust them. They could be bought and paid for. The embassy, they could be bribed. Do you see my point? You can't trust nobody. The news media, you can't trust them. Everything can be bought and paid for.
It might happen at the Hyatt, at the Plaza, New York. You're an American, but America is not the world. I understand Africa. We now find out there are 10 other people that have been arrested, plus the bus boy.
What? Did you hear what this woman just said, gang? Listen to this mess. More gossip, more lies. Listen to this.
We now find out there are 10 other people that have been arrested, plus the bus boy / the butler.
10 people have been arrested. That's a lie. Guys, what is this woman talking about? So 10 people been arrested plus the bus boy, but Joe been detained and he wasn't arrested. This is clickbait. This is what I told you. Why y'all watch these people for? Y'all should never be subscribed to these liars, fam. Let's go. Let me rewind it back a little bit. And if you notice this whole live stream, you got nothing but demons coming into the live chat, spamming the chat. This is because the truth is coming out, fam. The truth is out. I'm literally debunking all of these demons, all of these witches, warlocks, all of these spellcasters and liars. They're literally trying to milk Ashlee's blood, fam, for profit. And I'm exposing all the evil, and they cannot stand me, bro. Let's go.
He went in, he thought in the wardrobe, and he ran. Again, he's not sophisticated. He does not know. It might happen at the Hyatt, at the Plaza, New York. You're an American.
Notice this. Somebody says, you cannot say if Joe was broke or that people that knew him said he lost 90% of his stocks around the world, and you act like you know Joe. Well, the whole point is this. I don't care about Joe's finances. I'm not pocket watching him. That has nothing to do with Ashlee's death. You see what I'm saying? Whether he's broke, whether he lost money, I don't care about none of that stuff. Anybody that is digging the internet to find that garbage, that stuff is irrelevant. I don't care about that. That's like you telling me you owe a bill. You got a credit card bill, or you owe Visa, MasterCard, whatever the case is. I don't care about that. What we care about is the fact that Ashlee was murdered. We need to find the source of what happened so we could bring justice to Ashlee. I am tired of viewers rewarding people that lie every day. These content creators lie every day. Every day they make up stories lying to you. Every day to make money off of views. They'll clickbait you. They'll say, oh, I got a new update. The hotel contacted me and they told me X, Y, and Z. But they'll never tell you that they took the information that the hotel gave them and gave it to the FBI in the United States, or they gave it to Ashlee's family. They don't tell you that part because it's not about that. It's about money.
But America is not the world. I understand Africa. We now find out.
She says she understands Africa. Y'all better recognize that this woman know that the situation with Ashlee coming from Africa, you're not going to get no results. She knows that already. That's why I told you, the autopsy that they said they took, compromised, fam. Ashlee's organs been compromised already, y'all. They've been I don't trust nothing that's going on over there. We need the autopsy to happen here. The minute Ashlee was found dead or whatever the case is, or passed away, they were supposed to contact the family, and then there was supposed to be arrangements to get the body back to the United States for autopsy in the United States. Nobody in Zanzibar was supposed to touch Ashlee's body. Nobody. By the pure fact they did that autopsy so quick, the body was already compromised. So by the time they sent that body back over here, the family said they're doing an independent autopsy. We cannot take that autopsy serious. Why? The body been tampered with already. We don't know what they did with the organs. We don't know who to trust. Why? Because out there, money talks.
I understand Africa. We now find out there are 10 other people that have been arrested, plus the busboy slash the butler.
That's a lie. These are all lies, gang. Where in the mainstream media did they report that 10 people been arrested and a busboy? Where is that in the mainstream media? Where is that? Why would they be arrested and Joe McCann is not arrested? Y'all listening to liars. My job is to debunk these liars so you don't waste your time viewing them because they got no credibility. Once we can prove that they're lying to the people, don't listen to them no more because they're lying to you.
I'm going to add to the chat, Joe, you've done this before, but this is the last time you're going to get away with it. This is going to be the Ashlee fate. Her name will not.
Let me respond to this thing. Is that Keisha or Kishaya? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name properly, but you said, Miss Rita, he's upset because people keep using his content without asking him first, rightfully so. That's not why I'm upset. I'm not upset at nothing. Number one, I am the only one that can speak for me. When it comes to content, anybody can use my video as it is, and react to my video. What I don't like is when people steal my talking points and they go to their platform and they regurgitate the things that I say here and they act like they're teaching you folks something new. In other words, I was the first one on social media to tell everybody over 4 to 5 days ago that Ashlee and Joe never left the room. They were never separated, right? I told you guys this after doing my research using my brain. Sheba comes online with a video claiming that somebody in Africa contacted her to give her some tea that, they never really was separated. No, she got that from me. And she twists the story to make it seem like she has some source in Africa. If Sheba got a source in Africa, why Sheba then give that to the FBI in the United States? She got a responsibility. Those of you that are content creators better be prepared for that prison cell. Because if you have information that is connected to a murder, and you haven't given that information to the FBI or law enforcement in the United States to let them know that somebody's contacting you from Africa on information that can literally prove that Ashlee was murdered by X, Y, and Z, and you're holding that information and you're protecting the source, you can spend 15 years in prison. 15 years on a major felony. And you content creators don't even realize this. So I already know that woman is lying. Because if it was true, trust and believe me, the feds would be by her door. So she's lying about that. So I'm not mad about people using my content, meaning this video. In other words, if a content creator took my video and they're reacting to it the way I'm reacting to Fumi's video, that's called fair use. That's protected. Whether they ask me or not, you don't have to ask me because fair use is a protected right that anybody has. You understand that? So anybody can take a video and react to the video. Just like you saw Lovely T's video on Fumi's video. Fumi used Lovely T's video. Fumi used Sheba's video. Fumi used multiple people videos. Nobody complains about that. The problem is when Ringo TV reacts to a video, everybody gets upset. Why? Because they're being exposed. They're being exposed. And they don't like that because that affects the money. That affects the bottom line. They don't want to lose support. They don't want to lose viewership. I don't want you viewers to get bamboozled. So this is not about me being mad about if somebody reacts to my videos. I welcome anybody that reacts to my videos. One hand washes the other. Both hands washes the face. So I'm cool with that. What I don't like is when somebody watch my videos, like content creators, they look at me, they see the great things that I talk about, they listen to my breakdowns, and rather than them react to my video and say, hey guys, I got a wonderful video I'm gonna react to, Ringo TV. Man, he did an excellent job last night. Let's react to his video, find out what he said. They don't do that. What they do is they copy what I say, go to their platform and act like they're teaching you people something new, and spin my words, my lessons, my teachings, my talking points as if though they're teaching. And then what happened is, because you don't know it's from me, you start to praise that content creator and say, wow, Sheba, great job. You're doing such a wonderful job. You go look at all of them videos she got on her platform. Everything is clickbait. All of it lies. Nothing is the truth. It's all lies. Do you understand me? My job is to debunk the lies so we can focus on the truth. And when you debunk the lies, the people that are lying, they get upset. Because think about this. Yesterday, that very same YouTuber came on my chat making threats, idle threats, talking about, oh, I'm filing copyright claims. Copyright claims? Are you going to file one on Fumi? She used your video. Oh, you're not going to do that for Fumi, right? No copyright infringement for Fumi. Oh, it's for Ringo, right? Because why? Because Ringo is debunking their lies. That's why I said I welcome these copyright claims, because I'll counter those claims and then I'll make YouTube know that that creator is abusing the DMCA system. See, here's the thing, gang. Before someone file a takedown notice of a DMCA takedown notice, it says in the fine print, if you file this claim, you check this box, you can lose your YouTube channel under perjury by lying. So when you file a DMCA claim, claiming that I'm infringing a copyright that you don't even have, because legally, none of these YouTubers have a copyright. Number one, because you have to register your video with the Library of Congress. But for what purpose? It's on YouTube. It is not a product. It is not a service. It is not something that is selling in stores like a DVD, a Blu-ray, or a movie. Those particular items are protected under copyright law because it is a profit. It is a product that earns profit. So if I take a video of a DVD, a Blu-ray movie, and I post the whole movie on YouTube, and you see the movie playing, and I'm sitting here and I'm just watching the video, talking about I'm doing a reaction video, but I'm not talking, I'm just playing the video, that company can use a takedown notice. Why? They have a legitimate copyright. It is affecting sales. Why? Because people can watch the video on my platform for free rather than buying the video. But when you are a YouTuber and you publish a YouTube video, it is on YouTube's platform, which means now your video is YouTube's property, which means YouTube now have rights, and us content creators have rights under fair use to react to any video you got. So to file a false DMCA claiming you have a copyright when you don't got no copyright number with the Library of Congress, and you file that notice and I counter your notice and I go to YouTube and I'm like, YouTube, this YouTuber do not have a docket number of a copyright. They're using the DMC takedown notice to abuse me, to silence me. Could you please terminate their YouTube channel under section such and such of your terms of service that says anybody that willingly and knowingly use the DMCA takedown notice to abuse other YouTubers, that you will terminate their account. YouTube will terminate that user's account. That's why I said I welcome these DMCA claims, because I deal with these issues. You understand? So anybody that's trying to abuse me, to silence me, I will deal with you accordingly, because I know the game and I know the system and I'm not intimidated by nobody. Learn the law. Fair use protects anybody. People get mad because you're debunking their lies, which is affecting their money. These YouTubers want money. They don't care about Ashlee. They care about money.
See, Let us listen to Queen Swahili and what she conveyed to our beautiful Queen Sheba darling.
Notice this. What is she doing? She's using Queen Sheba's video and some Queen Swahili. So if she's using their video, right? Why Sheba is not saying, I'm going to send a copyright claim to Fumi for using my video? You don't hear that. You know why? Because Fumi promotes Sheba. They're all working together. But when someone criticizes them, they want to cry.
Queen Sheba darling also got information from me because, like I had mentioned, we had a Fulmination sister who had talked about you, of which I will say here. Actually, I met this man before in Miami, and he's a weirdo. I met him through partying with a friend.
You hear this mess? This is all gossip and conjecture. This is gossip. This person says, I met Joe and he's a weirdo. Listen to this garbage. Let me rewind it back. This is pure gossip here. Pure gossip you're hearing here. None of this stuff is facts. Let's go.
Who had talked about you, of which I will say here. Actually, I met this man before in Miami, and he's a weirdo. I met him through partying with a friend. I wish I would have come across this woman because I would have warned her straight up. I know I'm just a random on the internet, and most people won't believe me.
Notice, says most people wouldn't believe me. You're right. I don't believe you, and I don't care. For that person to come into these videos saying that Joe is a weirdo and all this other stuff, it doesn't make sense. None of that stuff have anything to do with the case, guys. It has nothing to do with the case. They're gossiping at this point.
It's fine, but I know for a fact this man may have did it or definitely knows who did it. He's very weird.
He's very weird. Think about that. How convenient. And what this does is when unsuspecting viewers view these type of videos, y'all be believing these people like they got some sort of juice, like they got the information. These people are making up lies as they go.
And sick. What does that tell you, my darlings? I'll tell you what that tells me. That tells me that this right here is a freak off. That he's a freak off kind of a guy.
So Fumi is saying that Joe is a freak off kind of guy. When has it ever been a crime to fuck? When has it ever been a crime to be a freak? I'm sure you ladies would want a man that is freaky. I'm sure you would. A Captain Kirk type man who will boldly go where no man has gone before. Trust and believe that. I never knew it was a crime to be a freak. But that's what she's saying. What does that have to do with the case? What does that have to do with anything? And how she know Joe is a freak?
That he is the twin to Diddy, and that once he gets you behind closed doors, he and his cronies are out here doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Where is she getting these lies from, guys? This is what I mean about gossip and fake content. None of this stuff is real. This is a crazy business, man. Imagine this grown 50-some-odd-year-old woman here lying on social media.
That's what I truly believe what she meant. She was trying to be polite.
So you're interpreting what another woman is saying. You don't have no facts, but this is what you're publishing. This is crazy.
Typical crypto finance bro weirdo. He also recently lost a big investment, $100 million. This man is known to be abrasive and weird in the head. Even my experience of meeting him was weird. He is a very arrogant and strong personality weirdo. John McCann has poor business practices and he is a true weirdo. He also has a history of being violent and abusive. He's also divorced from his previous wife recently with multiple kids.
Why are we talking about him divorcing from a wife, 4 kids? See, I'm not here for all this gossip stuff. Like, what are you talking about? He previously divorced and all this other goofy stuff. Fam, nobody cares about that. That's why I keep telling viewers, stop listening to gossip. Ashlee was engaged to this man. So Whether he was divorced or have kids, none of that stuff don't mean nothing. If you're a single mother right now and you dating, what are you looking for? If you're a single mom who previously was married and you divorced, what are you looking for? You looking for a man to settle down with, right? So who cares? What's the problem? What does that have to do with anything? We're supposed to be grown adults, and rather than us focusing on the case with Ashlee, we busy listening to gossipers and psychics. This doesn't make no sense.
Under the age of 4, we have Queen Sheba, who also put this on her episode.
Now think about this. Who put that mess out according to Fumi? She said Sheba did. These are all lies, gang. All lies. Let's go.
Today. So we're going to go ahead and hear what Swahili Queen has to say. Let's go ahead and take a listen. So my aunt told me that Joe is a frequent visitor of Zanzibar.
Notice what she started off with. She said, my thoughts told me. My thoughts told me. I tell you, man, I don't know why people listening to these spellcasters, witches, and warlocks. I don't know why. Listen.
My aunt told me that Joe is a frequent visitor of Zanzibar.
What?
And he is well known.
They're listening to mediums and psychics, guys. I can guarantee you, the woman that they're listening to is another medium and psychic, just like Salone or Slon or whatever the heck that white woman name is, guys. The other medium psychic woman that was lying. They're listening to people that do divinations, people that do witchcraft. That's where they're getting their information from. This is sick. And notice, Fumi is like, wow, like all amazed, like she just heard the truth. Listen.
That Joe is a frequent visitor of Zanzibar. And he is well known.
Look at this, man.
By hotels, staff.
That's where they get the gossip from. So when you listen to these YouTubers, and matter of fact, watch this. Watch me do this. Watch this, gang. Watch this. Put a 1 in the chat if you watch many of these videos where YouTubers were going around saying that Joe is well known at the hotel. He's known by everybody. He visits there frequently. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard YouTubers saying this thing in their videos. And you've seen this thing kind of floating around and around, and you're wondering, where did they get this information from? They got it from that person who is a medium, a psychic, a witch. They're not getting this from no source. They're literally making up lies for content. I do not want none of my viewers to be deceived. If you're a part of this platform, if you join Team Ringo, if you subscribe to my platform, over here, we speak the truth. We debunk the lies and we get down to the meat and potatoes and we give the people what they came here for. I don't got no time to gaslight, sugarcoat, or make up a bunch of stories for clicks and views. I earn my support. I earn the views that I get. Do you understand me? By being a reliable source that you good people can trust when it comes to this topic with Ashlee Jenae. Let me rewind it back. Listen to this madness that's coming from Fumi. Listen to this. And again, they're reviewing that Queen video. Let's go.
What Swahili Queen has to say. Let's go ahead and take a listen. So, my aunt told me that Joe is a frequent visitor of Zanzibar.
Lies.
And he is well known by hotels, staff, and the people. So he has frequented Zanzibar.
That's where the gossip started from. It did not start from a media source. It did not start from a credible source. It did not start from someone who know him or see him. This started from a psychic medium.
And my son said they were arguing about him cheating on her.
Do you see that? Her thoughts is telling her that the fight started by her thinking that he was cheating on her. That's where everybody get the gossip of, well, he was probably cheating with a bunch of women and this and that. And I didn't get this from them. I'm just using my brain. I don't need no psychic to tell me this. But these YouTubers are getting their information from psychics. They're dealing with the devil. These YouTubers are dealing with demons, devils. They're speaking to the dead. They're going to people that practice witchcraft and sorcery to get content. Listen, when I tell you that people on YouTube make deals with the devil to make money, they do it all the time. They do it all the time, gang. They listen to devils.
And the people. So he has frequented Zanzibar. And my source said...
Notice, she said, my source said. Isn't that the same thing that Sheba said? Her source. They all got sources. Their source is the devil. That's their source. The devil. That's where they get their information from demons. And they come to YouTube and they make content and then they make all these views and then they make money. Why? Because they sold their soul for fortune and fame. The same way people in the movie industry do blood sacrifice rituals for fortune and fame. Music industry, blood sacrifice rituals. They sell their soul, fortune and fame. YouTubers make deals with Satan for fortune and fame. They do it for money. That's why Jesus Christ said pretty much that the rich, people that are rich, people that have all this money, it's like the way to salvation for them is slim. Why? The love of money. For the love of money is the root to all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Content creators will do anything for money. You know who's another liar on YouTube? Tissa Tales. Liar. Fraud. When you look at that woman, do you see a woman who's normal? When you see Tissa Tales talking, she's like this. Hey, everybody, yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, they go in there and Ashley, and yep, she's doing this, and it's not normal, guys. She's controlled by demons. Do you understand me? A lot of you ladies follow these people for news. These people are controlled. You look at these people while they're doing their videos, they look insane. Like thirsty for attention. Just zombie robots, NPCs. They don't look like humans. Somebody's controlling them. Facts. Listen to the content.
And my son said they were arguing about him cheating on her.
These are all Africans that are doing this, guys. You hear the tone, the accent. All of these people that are talking, that's making these videos, they're Africans. They're Africans, fam. Listen to the way she sounds, the dialect.
And the people. So he had frequented Zanzibar.
Oh yeah, during the trial with Diddy, Tissa Tales she lost her mind. You could tell that she's controlled and have the powers that be, somebody in high places, is backing her. Because remember with Diddy, she had the security and the thing was blocked off and she had those agents next to her, bought and paid for by the elite.
And my son said they were arguing about him cheating on her.
On her. She's African. So what I'm seeing is We have a lot of female content creators that are African that are covering this story, and they're lying for cash.
He would leave the villa.
Look at her face.
To other women at night. And other women, would it be local women?
And notice how she's believing it. Notice how she's believing this. Unverified information. No facts, no proof. But she's believing it. And anybody that's watching her videos is eating it up.
Yes. And then they also said that there was an argument I think at the reception or something like that. Outside, there was also another argument.
She's lying. All of these things is lies, guys. A pack of lies. And look at Fumi. She's believing every word. And her viewers, they're eating it up. If you're a viewer and a subscriber of Fumi, you need to leave. This is witchcraft that they're doing on you. It's called video witchcraft, sorcery, to put you under a spell and keep you viewing all day. Nothing but lies.
Somebody was flirting with Ashlee, and he got offended, and she started screaming about him cheating on her.
These are all lies to make it sound juicy. There is no verified facts that can back up what that person is saying. None. Nowhere. They're literally using this audio, right, to deceive the viewers.
This is what my source said. And he said that...
This is what my source said. They always have a source. But they never name names. Nobody's on camera. Nobody shows themselves. It's all lies.
Police have arrested about 10 people who are suspected of being involved in terms of investigation-wise. The hotel staff, some people, also his friend. He had a friend there.
Do you see where they're getting the information from the medium, from the psychic? That's where they get this talk about, 10 people was arrested. How come Joe wasn't arrested? Nobody was arrested because no news media said anybody was arrested. It's a lie. Fumi's a liar. Sheba's a liar. This Somali whatever's a liar. All these people are liars. They lie for clicks and views. Don't view people that are lying to you guys. Some of y'all know these people are liars, and you still go to their videos and you go into the comments and you got the video playing, you got the ads playing. They don't care, gang. You think some of these people care that I'm debunking their lies? As long as you're going to their platforms, viewing their videos, they don't care because they know they're getting the money either way.
Wait, who had a friend there? To be clear, no McCann had a friend in Zanzibar.
Now remember, Sheba is interviewing this Somali, whatever that person is, who's lying about what they're getting from Zanzibar. Now think about this. Think about this, gang. Sheba is interviewing a woman who claims she got a source in Zanzibar, giving her information. Now we see Sheba claiming that Sheba has her own source now in Zanzibar. Y'all can't see everybody lying? Everybody lying for clicks and views to get money. Let's go. And keep in mind, gang, the video that Sheba published, right? The lying video with that claiming that she got a source in Zanzibar that told her that Joe and Ashlee was never separated. That video got over 50,000 plus views. Now, that translates into money. How much money? Between, watch this, gang, 500 to over $1,000+ in ad revenue. Sometimes $2,000 for one video. I'm giving you the math, gang. That one video generates between $502,000. That is what Sheba earned off of a lie. You just gave her over $2,000 for lying. Think about what she's getting. She got the big platform. Crazy. Let's go.
And that friend has been.
Look at her face. Look at her face. She's putting her face as if though she heard something that's ultra interesting. Look at this. Let me do this. Let me see if I could get this. Could I get this to get larger? Let me see. I'm not sure if this is large. Look at her face. She put her facial expression as if though you guys are hearing the truth. You're not hearing no truth, fam. She's lying. All of them are lying. I know they don't like me. I don't care. You don't have to like me. But you're going to respect Ringo TV. I'm thorough. Let's go.
Arrested too. Was this a male?
Hold on. Let's watch the lies that Sheba's putting out. Every video that Sheba put out in regards to the Ashlee case is nothing but lies. Nothing but lies, guys. Made up information. Listen.
McCann had a friend in Zanzibar, and that friend has been arrested too.
She said somebody in Zanzibar been arrested. Where in Zanzibar, in any news reports, have anybody been arrested in regards to the case of Ashlee Jenae? Nobody. That's a lie. TMZ didn't give you no information about anybody in Zanzibar being arrested. TMZ always hunt for info. No mainstream media told you anything about anybody being arrested in the Ashlee Jenae case. None. All of this is a lie.
Was this a male friend? Yes, a man. So he had a man with him at this resort that has been detained. Yes.
Do you see the lie? They're saying that there was a male friend of Joe McCann that was arrested. These are all lies. Why Joe is not arrested? Nobody could find Joe, but this psychic medium is claiming that she got a source telling her who was arrested when there's no media coverage of anybody being arrested.
Is this a white male? Do we know anything? Is this a foreign male? Do we know any specifics? Yes, I have been told he's a white male.
A white male arrested in Zanzibar. We know that's a lie because Fumi just said that white men are looked upon as gods in Africa.
Police are going to release the postmortem on Friday. And also the police are holding on to all types of video and photos in terms of evidence. They're holding on to anything that is video and pictures. They said that it's going to impede the investigation.
All of this is a lie. Everything they're saying is pure lies. Why? Ashlee's cell phone have not been given to the parents. Ashlee's personal belongings, her luggage, her clothing, any shopping items, memorabilia, anything that she got from Africa, nothing was given to the family. The engagement ring, nothing was given to the family. So everything that that woman is saying is a lie to make people that view the videos engage with it so they can earn YouTube checks. Let's go.
Ashlee was found, she had her ring on because I saw some people asking in the chat yesterday, did she have her ring on? I asked, did she have her ring on when she was found? And my source said, yes, she did. Also,
again, more lies. Anytime you hear anybody on YouTube talking about they got a source in Zanzibar, it's an effing lie. They're lying. They're lying about everything. If you have a source, why the FBI don't know about the source? If all these people got sources of information that could tie Joe McCann to Ashlee's murder, why none of these people are in front of any news media cameras talking about this? Why nobody is contacting the parents about this? They're making it for content for YouTube to earn money, guys. Money. That's all they care about. None of these individuals care about Ashlee. They're happy Ashlee is dead. because it gives them the content to manipulate. Let's go.
So what has come to my attention is Ashlee had another Instagram page that has been taken down.
You see the lie. Now, remember this, guys. Remember when Fumi said that Ashlee had a page that was taken down. Where did Fumi get the information from? From the psychic medium Salami, whatever her name is. That's where she got the lie from.
Her Instagram has been taken down. She had a different Instagram page. She had
lies. It's all a lie.
To know what it was. It had pictures. I saw the person who took the pictures from that Instagram page. I saw its proof, but that page has been taken down.
Lies. There's no proof of this. There's no information on this. These are all lies to make it look like somebody took it down. If they took it down, why her main Instagram is not down? Guys, her main Instagram page, the one that is up, that's her main page. That's her big page with all her followers. So what page they talking about? The page that is up right now, that is her main Instagram page. So what are they talking about? Some other Instagram page. They're lying. The page that is up is the big channel. So if somebody took down the other page, why didn't they take down the big page? These are all lies, fam. I'm debunking all these lies because I want you viewers to have facts, real information, because as a content creator, I have a responsibility to making sure that the information is verified, that the information is tangible and is good for conversation and for the investigation to bring justice to Ashlee. Do you understand? What they're giving you is nothing but lies. Let's go. You see her face?
Okay, you guys, I'm just marinating. So it sounds like this is a little bit deeper than what we initially thought.
You see? Sheba believes the other woman. None of these people are credible, fam. If she was a journalist, she'll be like, wait a minute. Do you have proof of this? Do you have timestamps, dates, videos, evidence, anything that that can substantiate these claims? They don't got none. So you're just believing what anybody say. That doesn't make you a journalist. It makes you a fool. Anybody can say that. These people are not journalists. I don't even know why these people do videos. They're liars.
It sounds like there's still some conflicting details. We would need everyone to operate in good faith. From the police organization, the hotel, surveillance videos, in order for us to get the full story. Mm-hmm. I was going to say...
There is going to be no full story. Why? Because Fumi said in Africa, everything can be bought with money. Anything could be changed with money. So anybody that is expecting Africa in Zanzibar to give us the true details of what happened to Ashlee, it's never going to come out, guys. It's going to take money. Somebody got to pay for that. And that came from the horse's mouth. She said that. She said that Ashlee's family need to take the GoFundMe money and bribe people in Africa to get the truth. Put a 1 in the chat if you did not hear that part of the video so I can scroll back and make you hear it. Because I want to make sure that all the viewers are up to speed on the corruption in this case. Because we don't got no time to be lying. If you are new and you did not hear that section of the video, you need to hear it. So let me know. Put a 1 and let me know. Let me see. CJ, I don't think you've seen it. You ain't see it? You ain't hear it? Okay. So we're at the 24 minute mark. 24 minute. Let me go back so you can hear it again, gang. Watch this. Listen to this, guys.
Have to leave their jobs and take care of this. There's going to be financial restraints. They have to travel to a country that they've never been before. They have to make arrangements for their daughter to come back home. And because they're going to a foreign country, because they're going to Africa, they're going to have money to bribe. They're going to have money to bribe. They're going to have money to bribe. They're going to have money to bribe.
What?
I'm just letting you, the family, know now. I'm an African as well as American living in Europe. I've traveled around these streets and I just want to give you a heads up.
Wow. So in order to get to the truth on what happened to Ashlee, this woman said, you gotta bribe people in Africa with money to get to the truth. I told you, you can't trust nothing that they told us. This is why I'm the best when it comes to doing this investigation in regards to the case with Ashlee. None of these YouTubers are bringing out this information. So when you viewers frequent these other platforms that lie to you all day, if you hear them saying anything that you hear me say, please let them know to stop copying me, please. Because I'm the one solving this case. You cannot trust nothing that's coming out of those folks, bro. Nothing. Because they're all lying. Right? So let me get back to the content. Give me a minute. Let's start from here. Let me see.
Did she have her ring on? I asked, did she have her ring on when she was bound? And my son said, yes, she did. Also, what has come to my attention is Ashlee had another Instagram page that has been taken down.
That's a lie.
Her Instagram has been taken down? She had a different Instagram page. She had two. Do you know what it was? It had pictures. I saw the person who took the pictures from that Instagram page. I saw it proof, but that page has been taken down.
That's a lie. She ain't have no other Instagram page, fam. These are all lies. These are lies, guys. I don't know why people keep listening to these lying content creators, man.
Okay, you guys, I'm just marinating. So it sounds like this is a little bit deeper than what we initially thought. It sounds like there's still some conflicting details. We would need everyone to operate in good faith. From the police.
You cannot expect the police in Zanzibar or anywhere in Africa to act in good faith. You're in a whole nother country where the game is different. This is why I don't trust nobody over there. This is why, and it has nothing to do with any ethnic group of people, respectfully. This has to do with corruption. Ashlee was murdered. They know why, and nobody's coming forth. So that means you can't trust nothing they say. I don't trust nothing that is coming out of Zanzibar, including whatever autopsy results they got, because Ashlee's body and her organs may have been, watch this, compromised. That's the best way to say it. Compromised. So whatever came back to the United States to the family, I don't know if those are the same organs. I don't know. Because if they're lying about everything in regards to the case, they could be lying about the autopsy and lying about what was placed back in Ashlee's body. Let's go.
The hotel, surveillance videos, in order for us to get the full story. Mm-hmm. I was going to say that he chose Tanzania because the country has no good relationship with the U.S., first of all.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what she just said? This is why I'm telling you, getting justice for Ashlee at this point, gang, it's a mess. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Because the country has no good relationship with the U.S. First of all.
Said the country have no good relationship with the U.S. Now, remember I told you guys about treaties and various other things that protect U.S. citizens and they give the United States certain power to handle certain things that deals with murders and other stuff that happens overseas. Remember I talked about that in previous videos? This person says that the United States don't have a good relationship with them over there. Let's go.
Because they're on the ban list. So everything that's going to come out is not going to be authentic. I
They said that they're on the ban list, which means places where they don't suggest Americans go. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with a ban list. This has been discussed by a lot of people that traveled over the years in terms of places that the United States recommend you don't even go. Like literally. But people still go. And you're putting yourself in danger. There's certain places you just shouldn't go because there's no protection for you. And if you end up dead, I don't know, man. You're just good as done.
I don't believe in the justice system of Zanzibar. Let me say that. I'm an African. I'm in Africa. You can say whatever you want about me, but I'm going to speak the truth. And he is known.
Notice what that African said. They don't believe in the justice system in Africa. An African said that. Listen.
Believe in the justice system.
And rewind it back a little bit more. Let's go.
Thing that's going to come out is not going to be authentic. I do not believe in the justice system of Zanzibar.
Wow.
Let me say that. I'm an African. I'm in Africa. You can say whatever you want about me, but I'm going to speak the truth.
And here's the thing. Here's another thing, gang. We don't know if that person is in Zanzibar. We don't know that. That's why I said, first of all, I don't believe nothing that these YouTubers put out. I'm here to debunk the lies. I don't believe that that person, right, lives in Zanzibar. I don't believe that. I believe that they're just making up content as they go by saying these things so that it can sensationalize the story to make it juicy. You have to understand that. Imagine an African saying they don't believe in the justice system in Zanzibar. Think about that. If they don't believe in it, why would we?
And he is known, he's a frequent, visitor.
How would they know Joe is a frequent visitor? How would they know?
Him. That changes the story. It's not like somebody who just went there for the first time. And then he also chose a place where the police can be bribed.
This is why I'm saying we don't know if these people that are talking is from Zanzibar. We don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm making these points. You see? When you think about Africa, guys, I don't know if any of you really know this, but Africa is so large, you could fit every country. Every country. You know, like how we have the globe that shows the world? Do you know that every other country everywhere can be fit all into Africa? That's how large it is. Don't pay no mind to that map. That is a lie. That globe that we all had, remember when we was in school and it would spin and you would see Africa, United States, this, that, all this other stuff, and they make it look like everybody's equal in size. Africa is larger than everything. You could take every country all over the world and put them all into Africa. Africa is bigger.
Okay, elaborate on that. Tell us a little bit about the culture in foreign countries such as Zanzibar or Tanzania, Africa. How are white men viewed there? Basically, they worship them.
They worship them. Isn't that the same thing that Fumi said? So Fumi is regurgitating what she heard from the Somali woman. Do you see how they copy each other? You see that? So when you watching Fumi, you think you're getting content. All you're getting is regurgitated fluff from somebody else. You're getting third party, fourth party information.
You said worship? Yeah, kind of like they hold them in high regard. So when I talked to my source, and my source told me the man did it. Wow. Everything here. From your source. Yes. Your source said what?
Hey, I agree with you. At the person who said, was that Kiki? I agree with you too. But I got to do the content. You know, listen, I get annoyed looking at her too. I still got to do the content.
The man did it. You have to use names. He said Joe McCann did it.
Notice this. Notice this, guys. You heard Sheba in the background saying, you have to name names. She told the Somali whatever, you got to name names. But when it comes to Sheba telling you who her source is that told her whatever, whatever, she ain't named no names. Listen to this, gang. That's why I tell you don't trust none of these liars, man. All they do is lie every day.
Your source. Yes. Your source said what? The man did it. You have to use names.
You have to use names. Now watch she named Joe McCann.
Said Joe McCann did it. And he's the one that put her there. That's what he said.
So she's telling you that a source told her this. Why none of these people that are doing these YouTube videos is going to the feds and telling them this so that they could bring all these people in and put them in prison? Because they're all lying. This is why, as a viewer, don't get invested in fake content where people are just spreading lies and misinformation and gossip. That has nothing to do with the case. It's not helping the case. None of that stuff is verified. Everybody's listening to ghosts in their brain.
And my source is a doctor in Zanzibar.
Now watch this. Now she's saying that her source is a doctor in Zanzibar. Why doctor? When you hear the term doctor in the United States, you think of somebody who's educated, somebody who's an authority, somebody who's trustworthy, somebody that would tell you the truth. Right? Now watch what she say here.
Oh my God.
And notice, Sheba believed that garbage. This is why I keep telling you, you can't listen to these people, man. Because they're listening to garbage, they believe lies, and they're spreading this garbage, and people are consuming lies, and y'all all in the comments typing away, invested in lies, and the YouTuber is getting rich off of Ashlee's blood.
Let's go back over the initial report of the hospital. See, a hospital doesn't have a dog in this fight. The hospital doesn't know Joe. The hotel staff, the resort staff, they're familiar with Joe. And if you look at the initial report, they said because the hospital staff have a dog in this fight. Like I said, we do not know if Joe has done this before.
They're talking about if Joe done this before. Nobody cares about that. What we care about is what Joe did today. See, they're trying to turn this situation with Ashlee Jenae into a movie. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to turn it into a movie. Oh, we don't know if Joe did this before. You worrying about before? We need to focus on what's happening now. Let's stick to this. You know? If he did something before, that's irrelevant. We need to be focusing on what's going on now. Because they're just creating things out of thin air. Joe haven't been questioned by nobody in the United States. Nobody got access to his phone. We don't know where Ashlee's phone is. There's no phone records, none of her personal belongings. The engagement ring is gone. And people are listening to these liars on YouTube.
I don't know whether Ashlee is not the first casualty. You're operating on American mentality, on integrity, on oath. I don't blame you at all. I don't.
Do you see what Fumi just did right there? She just exposed how they are in Africa. In the United States, and this is one of the weaknesses of America, is that you see everything all across the world the way you see things here. In other words, everything is about integrity, emotions and this and that. Other parts of the world, it's cutthroat. They will unalive you, throw you in a grave, and bury you and go to dinner. Do you understand me? And they won't even think about you. Listen to what she said.
Mentality.
Hold on. Listen.
The first casualty. You're operating on American mentality, on integrity, on oath. I don't blame you at all. I don't.
You see that? She don't blame you for thinking like the way you do in America. But in Africa, Africans think totally different. They're not with all of that. They don't think like you. You be going down there thinking, oh, they're going to do the right thing. Nobody's trying to do nothing to me. You don't know what they thinking.
We are talking about Tanzania. We're talking about money will buy everything.
Did you get that? Money will buy anything. So what does that say about the truth? What does that say? It says that Joe can pay those folks out there to paint him in a good light so that he don't get caught up.
You don't even know who's buried in the ground. I'm being real.
You don't even know who's buried in the ground out there. You don't even know. Fill in the blanks, guys, which mean people get unalive all the time.
I want to show this to you. This came across my desk regarding a lady who's sharing her experience regarding Joe. And this is what she said.
Anything that somebody's sharing about an experience with Joe is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. And we should never entertain that garbage. If we're in court and we're dealing with the case of Ashlee Jenae, we don't need to be focusing on any woman that just want to come out of nowhere talking about, oh, my experiences with Joe. That's all gossip at this point.
She said, I actually met this man before in Miami, and he's a weirdo. I met him through partying with a friend. Okay. I wish I could have come across this woman because I would have warned her straight up. I know I'm just a random on the internet and most people won't believe me, which is...
Yeah, we don't believe you because you're just a random on the internet running your big mouth. Let's go.
Fine. But I know for a fact this man may have did it or definitely knows who did it. He is very weird and sick.
Why did she keep saying that this woman said that Joe is very weird and sick? Normally on social media, people call you weirdos when they don't know what else to call you. So weirdo is normally the worst possible thing you can call somebody because it includes every name in the book. A weirdo. That means you're everything in the book. Anything that's negative, that's weirdo.
Typically, crypto/finance bros are weirdos. He also recently lost a big investment. This man is known to be abrasive and...
That's where they get the gossip of Joe lost this and Joe lost that. All of this is gossip. And they use it for content. There's a lot of content creators that do this, guys. They do acting routines. They act out scenes. They'll create narratives, anything to make a topic juicy and engaging for the viewers.
Weird in the head. Even my experience of meeting him was weird. He is a very arrogant and strong personality weirdo.
If this is true, why was that person even around Joe? If Joe is a weirdo, you're a weirdo, because it makes no sense. Why would you be around a weirdo? Why would you be meeting a weirdo? It sounds to me like someone is disappointed because they didn't get their way. And that's normally what people do. When they can't get their way, they start to call you a weirdo. And keep in mind, I'm not defending Joe. He's a suspect in this murder case, and I believe that he took Ashlee out. But what we're not going to do is entertain gossip.
McCann has poor business practices, and he's a true weirdo.
How could a person just say Joe has poor business practices and he's a weirdo? How many times are you going to say he's a weirdo? They're trying to drill it in your brain.
He also has a history of being violent and abusive.
In order to say someone have a history of being violent and abusive, you would have to have records of them doing this. I'm talking about documentation of women that he was abusive, arrest records, and various other things that we can find and we can literally put together. If you don't have that and you're calling somebody these things, you're slandering their name, and that's defamation of character. Let's go.
Is divorced from his previous wife recently with multiple children under 4. Now we do know, and I'm not going to reveal her identity, who I did a little bit of soul searching. I went down a rabbit hole. And I was able to find the wedding when Joe married his first wife in 2018. And I found it very odd that the article starts off when she said this was the toughest decision of her life.
Yeah.
She has a father, but she was tasked with the decision of walking down the aisle alone or allowing her father to walk.
Yeah.
Why are these people talking about weddings of old women and photos? I don't care about none of that stuff. We're talking about Ashlee. We're not talking about a previous relationship that this man had. Do we need to talk about all you ladies' previous relationships? This stuff is irrelevant. Ashlee is dead. Why are these people focusing on gossip?
Down the aisle.
Yeah, he refused.
I'm gathering that from the influence of Joe, he convinced her to walk down the aisle. And as she came down the aisle, in that moment, she said he promised her, you will never have to walk alone in life again. Watch this, 2018. Only for him to leave her
Pregnant.
in 2021 while she was pregnant.
Fumi is a gossiper, fam. All these women are gossipers. They're talking about Joe leaving a woman pregnant. What does this have to do with Ashlee's death? What does this have to do with that? Why are they talking about this? They don't know that man like that to be talking about these things. All gossip.
With their second child.
In a nutshell, beautiful, sweet Ashlee.
Notice she says, beautiful, sweet Ashlee. I told you, this woman, she don't care about Ashlee, fam. She don't care about her. To all American women, this woman do not care about American black women. She's using Ashlee to make money. She don't care about the case. None of these women are fighting for justice for Ashlee. They're just making up a bunch of lies for content's sake to make money. That's it.
Young girl who thought she knew the world and did not. She fell into the trappings of this man who flashed money in front of her.
How do you know that Joe flashed money in front of her? How do you know that? Ashlee had her own money. How? And what I keep telling folks is, anytime you see these photos with Ashlee and Joe, always ask yourself, who's taking the photos and where they are? Who's taking the photos and where they are? Because whoever's taking these photos, they were in Zanzibar with them. Who are they? Why they're not talking?
And she interpreted it as love. Love is really somebody who stands by you, with you, for you, in front of you during the hard times. Anybody can be around you during the good times. But it's when things are hard.
And that's true. When things are hard is when you're going to know who your true friends are, who your true family are, who your true supporters are. It's when things are hard. When things are going good and you're on top of the world, you making money, oh, everybody will be your friend. Everybody will be there. But when you fall on hard times, things is looking crazy, that's when you're going to know who your true supporters are, who really there for you.
That's when you look around and the people that show up, that check in on you, that sit by you, that laugh with you, that see you through it. That is a gem. Those are the priceless luxuries that we as human beings, very few of us have.
She's playing with your emotions right now because the thing she's saying has a lot of truth in it. But she's really gaslighting you because what that does, it opens up your spirit for her to manipulate you and make you feel that she really cares about Ashlee when really she only cares about money.
If you have one good friend, you're very lucky. Joe made fast money and he took his money and he squandered it.
How do you know Joe squandered his money? You don't know Joe to say that. You see what I mean? How did this woman know Joe squandered it? These people don't know this man. None of us know anything about this man, if you be honest. There's no interviews with this man. Nobody know where this man is. But everybody's acting like they know this man. This is crazy.
Girls, on women, on things that he wanted. And he went to places where the law was tame so that he could go about doing what he wanted.
So if the law was tamed, or whatever the case is, you're basically saying that there's no justice for Ashlee because everything in Zanzibar is pretty much controlled, right? So we know that she's not fighting for Ashlee's justice because she know there's gonna be none.
Ashlee was flown out and she had no idea.
What do you mean Ashlee was flown out? How do you know Ashlee was flown out? How do you know Ashlee didn't pay for the whole trip? Come on now.
She had no idea. And I say this now to my own age group because many of you are parents of 30-year-olds, 20, 30 plus year olds. Even though they are adults, they're still children.
No, they're not. They're not children. Stop gaslighting and love bombing. Ashlee was an adult, a grown-ass woman. Stop talking to these people like they kids. Don't let this woman play your mind, bruh. You an adult. Don't let them make you think you're children. You see what I'm saying? You're not children.
And you ask questions. Joe should have introduced himself to you many a time. You should have known him. You should have seen him.
The family already said they knew him, liar. The family said in the interview they already knew Joe. They already met Joe. Joe came over for Thanksgiving, most likely Christmas, New Year's, all the holidays. Ashlee knew him for about 1 year.
Should have spoken with him. How can he just be engaged to your daughter like that and you think it's okay? It's not enough.
Who are you to say that? Who are you to say that? This is what I mean. She's being overly dramatic, like she's the mother of Ashlee's parents.
It's not enough.
Ashlee made a decision. Ashlee is a grown woman. She's not a little girl.
It's not your fault. It's not Ashlee's fault. It's Joe's fault. And Tanzania is going to be your fault if you don't step up because your bum has been exposed.
Your bum has been exposed. You just finished saying that in Tanzania that you need to have money to bribe people. You said that Ashlee's family need to use the GoFundMe money to bribe the people in Zanzibar. So your credibility is gone. You're a hypocrite.
Tourism is huge for you. Be honorable and speak the truth.
How could they be honorable when you told us that in Africa everything is controlled by money? That you gotta bribe people. That it's not about character. It's not about contracts, commitment. That's what you said. So how could they honor anything?
Say the truth in honor of Ashlee.
They will never do that. because that's what you said.
Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you sooner than later. Thank you for all of the compliments on the dresses. I bought this from DVF. DVF is dressing FDV. She collaborated with...
We don't care about all of that. You're always promoting somebody. Always promoting somebody.
Whether you're in America, whether you're in Europe, I have been blessed enough to travel. It is an education. You don't leave your party. Make sure you know the country that you are going to. Make sure that country is in allegiance with the country that you are from. Be careful. Justice for Ashlee.
I tell people all the time, you traveling, you need to make sure that wherever you're going overseas, that they're in connection with the United States, and there's an agreement that is made, because that gives you extra security as an American abroad. If you go to a place and they don't have no connection with the United States, there's no protection for you. You go down there, you thinking that these people going to protect you if there's a crime. Not necessarily. Sometimes somebody will try to rob you, and the locals won't even do anything to help you. You're stuck. You're on your own. You know? But that's pretty much it with this video. There's not really much of anything else. Let me see.
And justice for the family. Continue to pour money into the GoFundMe.
What?
They're going to need it when they get to Tanzania.
When they get to Tanzania, they never left. They never went. Notice, she's telling you to pour your money into the GoFundMe of the family when the family never went to Zanzibar. The family never went to Africa. They never went to the hotel. They never spoke to the locals. Nothing. Do you see that? Don't send not $1 to that GoFundMe. Not $1. And if you did, go request a refund ASAP, because your money is being used for evil purposes. It's not being used for good. And this woman told the parents of Ashlee to use the GoFundMe to bribe people in Africa to get what they want. Let me go to it. Check it out, guys. Check this out. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I said, it's bad enough when you lose a family member, most especially a child. But in another country, it means that the family have to leave their jobs.
Yes, bribe. Listen to this part right here. Listen.
It's going to be financial restraints. They have to travel to a country that they've never been before. They have to make arrangements for their daughter to come back home. And because they're going to a foreign country, because they're going to Africa, they're going to have money to bribe. They're going to have money to bribe. They're going to have money to bribe. They're going to have money to bribe.
What?
I'm just letting you, the family, know now.
Wow, wow, wow. And you guys are still following this woman? She said this to Ashlee's mother and father, that they're going to need the GoFundMe. They're going to need more money than what they already got to bribe people. How do we know if they haven't used the money to bribe the people to get Ashlee's body back to the United States? Wow. Have y'all thought about it? Family had to use the GoFundMe money to bribe them to get the money. Listen, the family of Ashlee used your GoFundMe money to bribe Africa to make them give the body. Man, this is crazy. Wow. Anyway, y'all, appreciate y'all stopping by. If you're new to the platform, please consider subscribing. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to Ringo TV Reactions. We're glad to have you aboard. Shout out to all the new members, anybody that joined the channel membership. If you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell and set it for all so that you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. Yeah, man. This is very, very good content, the way I'm breaking this stuff down. I hope you guys really appreciate the work and the time that I put into this content. If you don't like my content, you think it sucks, then hey, it is what it is. Click the dislike button. Leave a comment. Let me know that you don't like my videos, and let me know why and how I can improve. Maybe we'll meet on better circumstances. If you like my videos, hit the thumbs up button. Let's get these likes to 1,000 so that YouTube can push the video in the algorithm so that more people can see the content that we do over here. All these other content creators, they have no credibility to speak on these topics because they lie to you folks every day. Here at Ringo TV, we don't lie, we don't manipulate, we don't gaslight, we don't do none of that goofy stuff. We give you guys quality content, quality breakdowns, so that you folks leave with an understanding of the case of Ashlee Jenae. This is just really sad to see so much manipulation on social media. Imagine this woman said that the family of Ashlee have to use the money to bribe the people in Africa. When has bribing people been a good thing? This is crazy, man. Absolutely diabolical. And she said this on YouTube. So that means, how do we even trust anything that's coming out of Zanzibar? That means everything is a lie. Joe probably used that card of bribing the locals. If she said that, how do we know Joe didn't bribe the hotel? That's wild, bro. Also, gang, if you would like to support the show financially, you think I did a good job, you want to support my show to keep the lights on, you can do so. The Cash App is right here on the screen. $ Ringo TV Raw. And I don't know if you guys noticed this. You're probably wondering, how is it that the video is in the proper orientation, whereas over here it's not? Actually, I edit the video and reversed it 180-degree turn so that it's reversed on my laptop. But on my cell phone, being that it's an iPhone and it's showing a mirror, on your end, you're able to see it the correct way. But on my end, on my screen, it's reversed here. But you guys are able to see it. It's kind of a smart way of me doing the content so that you're able to read what's on the screen. But nonetheless, guys, I appreciate you folks stopping by. I know that this content is a sensitive topic. I try to do my best, guys, to give you good commentary that you can trust. I don't want to be known as a liar or a grifter like a lot of these content creators that are making up stories. I'm an authority on these kind of topics. I am very serious and invested in these cases. And it's just crazy that next week the family is burying Ashlee and still haven't even gotten her cell phone and personal belongings. This stuff makes no sense. It makes no sense, guys. That's why I said I don't trust the family, because the phone records of Ashlee is so important right now, and they don't got it. What's going on? You be the judge. So peace and blessings to the mods, Forever Studios, Caramel, Kimmy Kim. Shout out to Exandra for the support again. Shout out to all the new channel members, everybody that support the show. Guys, I really appreciate y'all. Without y'all, I don't have no platform. Always understand that you, the viewer, hold all the power when it comes to social media. You viewers are the algorithm. The algorithm is not a special system. The algorithm are the viewers. So y'all go in peace. If you're driving, be safe on the road. If you're at work, 9 to 5, whatever the case is, on a late night hour, be safe out there. Shout out to all my truckers, UPS, FedEx, DHL, United States Parcel Service, all the Amazon workers, everybody out there doing deliveries, Lyft workers, Uber Eats, gig workers, valet workers, everybody at the hotels, everybody doing parking lot work, any sort of folks out there that is just on the grind. Y'all be safe. Appreciate y'all for tuning in on the late night hour. Y'all go in peace. Peace and blessings. We out. Peace.